Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. It's your boy EK in the building. And welcome. Now we just gotta give out our panel. What's going on, Ski?
What's up, y'all? 2026. What's happening? That good to be on today.
NOO, what's going on with you?
Hey man, I'm doing good, feeling great tonight, man. I uh, I
Well, you
just
got
came back from the movies actually.
you got an echo going on, brother.
Okay, my bad. Is this better?
Nope, it might be both of your. I don't know if you got them both close to you. That's probably what's going on.
Turn off echo cancellation in your settings, or
Let me
turn on echo cancellation.
let me see. Let me give me a second here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
Over here.
moving right along. What's up, P? What's going on with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Your host with the most is passing all those duties to NOOZ tonight because I feel like shit, and this is going to be a good show, and I don't want to be the one that screws it up.
All right, you didn't say that like 3,000 times, but thank you for another time for saying it for us.
What
And
did I
we
say?
got a original in the house. What's up, Chaz? What's going on with you?
What he do? What he do?
Hey. Stranger danger.
Yeah. So NOO, man. I don't know if you got your stuff going on, man. What's the first topic and what we talking about tonight?
Well, first and foremost, I want to check to see if my mic is good first. Am I straight?
No, sir. No, sir. You got an echo going on.
Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Give me one. Maybe it's my mic there. Check. How about now?
No, still echoing.
How about now? Still there?
No, sir. It's getting worse.
Whoa.
You turn the echo cancellation on.
Yep, it's already off.
Okay. Make sure. Oh.
Hold on.
It shouldn't be a conflict with your mic. Your mic on your
How
head
about
should
now?
be off by
How about
default
now?
if you're using the Yeti.
Yeah, we don't hear you. Don't got no echo now.
We good now?
It's better than what it was.
Yeah, we can
What
run
about
this.
now? What about now?
Yeah, it's better than you still got an echo, but it's better. It's way better.
I'm a jump out, jump back in.
Okay,
I don't know what's going on. One second.
you good? You well? Yeah, moving right along. Well, how's everybody doing this tonight, man? Ski, how you doing? How you
I'm
doing?
doing good, man. School started back. I'm excited about it. I got some cool classes. Shit, just hitting 2026 running, trying to get this shit together. Be done with school end of the year, so I'm ready to get this year quick.
Congratulations, man. Hope you make it through. We want to see you make it through for real, for real.
Thank you. Y'all better be at my graduation. I know that. And y'all better get your goddamn Christmas gift because I'm gonna be giving it to the Salvation Army in the second. Okay? Pat, EK, and motherfucking double OZ. Okay. Yeah. Y'all cookies already went to waste from Makita's now. I
Man,
went
you know
almost
what? Fuck, I
risked
forgot though.
I risked
I
my
need to
life
go
to go
live.
get them. I risked my life to go get them. I got alive and I brought them home and y'all let them
My
die.
bag, man.
It's
That's
okay.
oh shit, man.
I'm
That's
gonna take one for the team, but y'all definitely need to get y'all Christmas gift. We need to get that to y'all ASAP.
that's definitely on me. Yeah. So how you doing over there, P man?
Oh, rough week, but I'm here. Gonna be on for a little bit, but just glad to be alive.
We want you alive, man. We don't want to see you dead, man.
No, I mean neither.
Chesney, long time no see, man. To let
Yeah,
you know, like, okay, where you been at?
I know. I just been working and momming and I was out sick for a little bit, but I'm good now.
You good now?
Mm-hmm.
So I know one of the questions we're gonna jump into one of the questions since we got the ladies on, and one of them was about submissive. Why is it so demonetized?
Wait,
So
what?
demonetized.
That's not the. It's not submission and demonic. That wasn't the. One second. It's why is it so hard being submissive nowadays? Like, what is the demonetization? I don't know what the demonetization was part of something else.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was
what's the question
basically.
again, sir?
So it's basically the first question tonight is going to be should women be submissive in the first place? Are you looking at it from like a biblical perspective or just a red pill perspective? Like, should you automatically be submissive to your man? Is kind of the where we're going with this, and I kind of wanted to hear from the ladies on this one, obviously, because you're smiling already. Please, please, please tell us.
So I believe submission is earned. I don't think it's just you're just supposed to you give it. I think it's earned. I think it's given by the way the man treats you and the way he leads. I do think women should be soft a little bit. I do think women should not be so hard, naturally. I think that should just, we shouldn't be so hard. I think we should be soft and more inviting. But I think submission comes with the way a man leads and the way he treats you. But I do think we should be soft and open because we are women. We are nurturers. We're the mom. You know what I'm saying? I do think we should be softer, more inviting and stuff like that, and kind of have a little more sweet spot because we're women. But I think submission comes with how a man treats you and how he leads. That's just my opinion on being submissive and submission, period.
So basically, it should be earned. If you want your woman to be submissive, make her feel in a position where it's a good idea for her, where she can actually, be successful in that relationship.
And it'd be healthy and it'd be a safe space for her. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I think it has to be earned. I don't think it's just like, because a lot of people, especially on the podcast, we sit on other people, they think like women just supposed to come in like Daniel son, not the male gay. Y'all,
right.
Y'all. No.
Yeah, see, I don't believe in that either. It's two-way street in a relationship. You both got to put in yours and
right. So that's
OZ, we back.
What you think, Chaz?
I feel like for women, submission just they cringe or it seems like a terrible word because they look at it as like, I want you to do what I tell you to do. They feel like it's a form of control when that's not it. They don't really look into what submission means. And I'm with you 100%. You don't and can't submit to everyone. It has to be the right person, your partner you with. When a man is pouring into you and treating you right and teaching you and just leading properly, that it's going to happen naturally, whether you like it or not. You're gonna submit.
Do you think it's demonized though? Do you think like people are like really because not only what we're talking about relationships with this submission word. That's one thing I wanted to get clear. Am I here? Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just the relationships when we talk about submission. It's just one thing that I noticed, like P said, this red pill thing of submission and relationships, which seems like it's only the black community that has a problem with this thing first and foremost. But also, I was watching a sports show, and this is what I wanted to get into because on this sports show, they were talking about not just relationships, but just submitting to your coach or submitting to it was really talking about black quarterbacks submitting to their white coaches. And what the guy was saying was black people have this hip hop mentality to where even when it comes, I think there was a preacher not too long ago where he was at church and he was talking about submission and we need to submit to the police, you know what I mean? And all these things and how we just choose not to. And you know what I mean, blah, 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 blah. And eventually I think he ended up taking his video down because the church went off on him about, black kids submitting to the police and things like that. Let me play this video real quick for y'all. Watch this real quick.
Mine's going to shock a lot of people. I've mentioned it before on your show, but I'll give you a totality. There's a reason why I don't coach anymore, and there's a reason why they're missing me in the coaching world. There's a reason why Nick Saban, Mike Krzyzewski, and so many others trying to get out of this current landscape. Number one is the white coach. And then, I don't play victim very often, but being from Compton, coaching majority, 90% of inner city black kids my entire life, never had a kid arrested after they left me. 260 kids, Division I, 28 in the NFL. And I fight back on this. Black kids will listen to a white coach before they'll listen to a black coach. Fact. Because they want the father figure to tell them the difference between right and wrong. But we have too many white coaches now accepting all this money and worried about wins only and not the kid and the kid's future. So we get the number one athlete out of high school. We take him as a quarterback, as the 5-star, just to say that, oh, my wee-wee's bigger than yours, and I out-recruited you. Let's be honest. I bring him over here to Oregon. I bring him to Alabama. I bring him to whatever. I put him in there. And at the end of the day, Kirk Cousins getting on the podium yesterday and telling the world that's gone viral, oh, it's dumbed down now because defenses got smarter and offensive quarterbacks can't figure it out. No, what happens is we don't teach anymore. So now we get to the line of scrimmage. We don't demand the quarterback to do anything. We get up to there and we say we run inside zone to the 3 technique. We run outside zone to the shade. Okay, that's our philosophy. We get up there and Lamar Jackson sees the 3 technique. It's zone check, and he runs it anyway. Because he can't opposite the call because we haven't taught him the front. We haven't taught him rotation of coverage. We haven't taught him when one goes dead, who is the second read. We don't know who's hot, who's not. Where's the side adjust? We throw a card up. We give him a wristband. That Shador dropped, by the way. And then we go, hey, this guy's a freak. He'll get me out of problems. He'll get me out of a bad call, Jason. We don't develop no more. We only care about getting the 5-star kid that's the best athlete, i.e. Lamar Jackson at Louisville during his Heisman campaign. Guess what? Bad call got made, and he made 4 people miss and went up the sideline. And guess what? The coach got an extension. He got paid. Wasn't because of the play call. It's because you had the best athlete on the football field. Now what happens is, Jason, fast forward, the guy goes to the NFL where Myles Garrett and Max Crosby live, and they're the same athlete as you are. So now, if you don't know football in totality, you have been shown up as a failure. You are now a failing quarterback, especially a black one, because you were failed by the coach in high school and college. You can say all you want, but I've done deep dives into this. It is a fact because I never failed them. And guess what? I coached 19 of 21 years only having a black quarterback. 3 to the NFL, 21 Division I quarterbacks, 19 of those were black. So at the end of the day, none of them were arrested. All of them are successful, got their degrees. 13 of them are coaching Division I football currently. And I want to see anyone else's resume compared to that. I want to see current Division I coaches right now who get $3 to $10 million a year who have literally failed the 5-star black athlete quarterback. And you tell me that we're not failing them at all.
Okay, so he went off on a little tangent there, but really the beginning of it is really where I wanted to get at, where he was talking about the black kid would want to rather listen to the white coach over the black coach. Just off the premise of just hearing that, what do you think about that? Just when you just hear that off top, what goes through your head?
Well, I wonder a question. I wonder if they notice the family structure in the white area, because if they grow up, let's say, not knowing who their dad is, and they know that their dad doesn't care, and then they look across the aisle and they see like that nuclear family structure of the white kids with the father all around them, maybe it makes them want to pay attention to them because it makes them think that this guy actually cares about children and things like that. This kind of goes back to that video you sent us in the chat with the who was it, Perk and Jefferson.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson. Yeah,
because he was talking about just dominating people, not really teaching them how to play the game, just dominate people, win, don't matter how you win, things like that. I don't know. I mean, that just off top, it just sounds like the kids are noticing a different type of person trying to coach him.
Right, and this is a white man talking. This is a white man saying, yes, I've coached a lot of black kids in Compton. He coaches in Compton, so I mean, they're not, suburban kids, you know what I mean? So, no. and he's saying that he can tell the difference between the way they respond to a white coach and how they respond to a black coach.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I think I get that too, kind of with the little look across the thing and see the nuclear family shit. But I also think that's a white man, and they have been trained to think he's a superior. He's superior to them anyway, and that he knows more than a black man anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to listen to the black man because the black man has been ostracized as a inferior person who doesn't know anything, who is only second to the total white man. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm saying I give it a little bit of the whole nuclear family look shit. But I think just from how people have been trained up, even older black men, black people, black women, period. They kind of connect white with right, white with knowledge, white with everything. So that's probably why, to me, they take heed more to the white coach, because they have taught that white is right is know everything. So why not listen to the white man be trying to get to the NFL?
And plus their family structure. Their family structure is always together more so than a black.
Right. What do y'all be looking
families at? Pretty much broken most of the time.
Yeah, right. I hate that.
Yeah, like you said,
I mean, it's a truth.
When ain't no father in the house, of course, what he gonna do? His coach is probably gonna see the most as a father figure. So yeah, he gonna take heed to that.
And not to mention too, I mean, these kids aren't stupid. You know, they look at the schools, they look at what works, what doesn't work, and they want to get to the NFL. They at least want to get to Division 1A. You know, they want to play that nice college ball. They're going to go to the schools with the coaches that perform.
Mm-hmm.
And if they, you know, if this just happens to be fucking white man coach, then it's going to be the white man coach. I mean, there's something to it. It's not just white or black. I mean, these kids do want to succeed.
Well, peep this out. Now, this is the second part of the video because I'm glad y'all brought that up because this is the second part of it. This one's a little bit shorter, but check what he says right here. This is the black guy talking now.
Because the white quarterback, to your point, yeah, we can talk about, oh, he's cerebral and he understands the cover. He's been in a system his whole entire life. Like, to your point, two parents paid for Youth Pop Warner, paid for all the camps, paid for all the clinics, did all the things going up. Now they understand the game in totality. But the black inner city kid is already ahead of them athletically. We get him over here. We don't teach him crap. We put up a sign of Stephen A. Smith and a rose, and that's the play. And we expect them to succeed in the NFL? Come on, man. We are felling these kids at all-time high because we care about the bag and winning games for us currently, not for their future. We want to win games and get a bigger job. We want to win games to save our job, get our family fed. The kid is a stopgap. Gets me wins, and I could care less about him in the NFL. But I'll sure claim him when he wins a Heisman. I'll sure claim him if he wins an MVP in Lamar Jackson. But guess what? Lamar Jackson's been the same Lamar Jackson since he left Louisville. He has not got better yet. Not 1 year has he improved. Mechanically, he's gotten worse. He doesn't understand the coverage. He don't know the front. You ever see him get up to the line of scrimmage, Jason, and check it? Oh, opposite. Easy. You don't see it no more. Football's so dumbed down. It is you either coach it or allow it, Jason. If you allow these kids and you think they're dumb, then guess what? They're going to be dumb. I never saw a kid. I never had a black kid not be able to understand the front, the coverage, and check a play and get me into the right one.
Motherfucker was spitting. I can't hear anybody. Is it me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
My bad. I was on mute. No, he was definitely spitting, but it was the wrong video I wanted to play because the video I was looking for, the black guy starts talking about hip hop culture and how hip hop culture kind of teaches us about not submitting to things. We have a rebel mentality almost like a no respect for authority. Really, there's no respect for authority when it comes to the hip hop culture. And he was saying that plays a part when these black kids go and they don't want to respect or submit to a white coach sometimes, or even, like you said, even to a black coach. That's kind of what their argument is. And so I realized that it's not just relationships, and I'm starting to think it's just black people. Like a lot of black people have an issue with submission.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, we kind of selfish, man. Kind of selfish, and we're looking to see what situation fits us better, and we don't know what hard work is. Like, I ain't saying all black people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that our kids, you can tell that our kids, they don't know adversity. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they ready to run and go to this college and run and go to this college when they don't get no playing time. But if you ask Tom Brady, why'd you stay in Michigan? And you was the third string, fourth string quarterback. He said, man, because that taught him life, that he can go through anything. And these kids don't go through adversity. They ready to run soon as something don't go their way, pretty much.
Anybody want to add on to that?
Well, yeah, sorry, my computer was telling me my batteries. It doesn't matter. But you're right that the hip hop music and things like you're talking about, it teaches you to be a rebel. It teaches you to. The one thing I think it teaches you that I wanted to get away from personally was the fuck everybody else mentality. Get yours. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't, if you have to rob, steal, and kill, go ahead and do that because the ends justify the means. But when we're going back, like you said, that mentality can be erased, though. Like you said, if they're going to a school with a good coach that cares about them, all of a sudden they can go from that into a career-driven individual, not thinking about that bullshit anymore. So, yeah, you put the right people in the right places, and you can really change what's going on. Because, like he said, nobody's stupid. It's not like they don't understand this. It's just, we get caught up in the music. We get caught up in the hype.
Yeah. And like red, like EK said, real pill on the comments said that's a great point. EK, it's a selfish mentality.
Yeah, it's narcissistic.
I mean, all they care about is the bag, man.
Yeah.
Like if I get along with my coach right now, then yeah, that so be it. But right now, I'm focused on the bag.
But take it off football. Take it off football. What about let's talk about the law. Let's talk about police officers. Do black people have an issue with submitting to police officers?
Yeah, but I would like
Yes.
to talk about why
You know-
there's that selfish
Yeah.
Right, and
mentality.
get off just black people though. I hate that.
Hold on.
I hate when people just always
Well,
want to
it's
just
not
like,
ju-
Hold on.
black people.
Hold on. It's not. It's that's what we're talking about though. Right now, we're talking about black
Yeah.
people because
Yeah.
again, it correlates with not just the streets but also in sports. You know what I'm saying? And again, when you ask when we've had white girls on the show on other shows, when you ask them, "Hey, will you submit to your husband?" Yeah, no problem. No biggie. You ask a black girl to submit to their husband, and it's some bullshit. And it's the same thing with this.
because
You
the
ask-
white man is raised to be a fucking husband. That's why the white man that they fucking liking and they're submitting to, that motherfucker been taught up to be a fucking husband.
It's
And
not
doing-
about no, that's not true. What I'm saying is this white woman doesn't even have a husband. What I'm saying is she's open-minded to submitting to a man. When the black woman doesn't seem so open-minded to submitting to men when you ask them.
Well, can I ask you a
Y'all
question
disagree with
about-
that?
I'm just saying, because I mean, yes and no. I'm 50-50 with that because niggas, all the niggas that be wanting the bitch to comply and shit, what the fuck is you doing to make me do it though? Besides
Well,
telling me to do it. Your actions ain't adding up. Your shit ain't adding up, nigga. All you doing is running your motherfucking mouth. It ain't adding up. So quit fucking telling me shit and show me by your actions for me to submit, bitch. You just keep talking about it.
See, that's the problem. If you have that attitude going into it,
No.
that's how it starts.
It is
No,
the
it's
problem.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
hear you.
you can.
Go ahead.
But I think that's the problem overall. Like submission overall, just in life, period, for black people is difficult because this is just my theory.
Mhm.
In the past, what happens when you submit in whatever area of life, a lot of times there's a negative outcome when it comes to the police or when it comes to people you care about in your life. That shit's a lot of times it doesn't even work and you get in an adverse reaction. So it's like we feel like we have to be selfish and hold on to what we have and do things our way because that's the only way that we feel like we can succeed in whatever part of life that is.
Well, damn.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that because it's all about comfortability. We don't know how to be uncomfortable at times. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Black people don't know how to be uncomfortable.
Well, no, he makes a good point. He makes a good point.
we don't. Because if you notice, most of the time, you know what I'm saying, they want things their way.
Yep.
And I'm not just always down in black people, but what I'm saying is that we the most difficult people. And that we can all agree on that.
No, we cannot. I'm not agreeing with that
Well,
shit.
tell me
Because
why.
it can be
Tell me
difficult.
why not.
to
Hold on.
it-
I want to know. Tell me why not. Tell me why not.
Okay.
There's
Tell
no
me why
trust
not.
One at a
there.
time. One at a time.
How
One at a
can you-
time.
How can you submit to someone or a system if you don't trust them? It's hard to trust that if I submit to this person or this system or this thing, that it is going to be for my benefit when
Well,
it
that's the
never
thing.
has been in the past.
I got a question. So when you get pulled over nowadays as an adult, what is your goal? What is your goal when
To
that
go
happens?
home safe,
To go
alive,
home
to stay
safe, to
alive.
Go home safe, exactly. So when I was coming up and I was in the hood and everything and doing whatever the fuck I was doing, that was not my goal. My goal was to tell the cop how much of a piece of shit he was, that he has no right, and you know what? I ended up in handcuffs a lot. As soon as I changed my goal to being, this guy's doing this, maybe he's harassing me a little, but he's not going to pull me out my car if I just go ahead and do my shit. I do my shit and I go home. It comes down to what EK was saying a minute ago, not knowing how to be uncomfortable. When you get uncomfortable, you lash out, you get angry and things like that. So you kind of have to teach yourself, like you said, the goal. What am I actually here to do? If a cop pulls me over, what am I trying to do? I'm just trying to go home. So just do whatever you have to do to make that possible. That's not submission. That's just playing the system.
That is submitting, though. You're
Being
submitting to the
uncomfortable
law.
Well,
can
it's
be-
submitting
can
to
be
the cop.
scary.
Again,
Like,
what you
question.
said you were doing, hey, motherfucker, I didn't do nothing, blah, 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 blah. You're not submitting. And then
No,
when you get
correct.
your head blown off, people are going to say, well, what the hell was his problem?
I agree.
Because
You know?
that's the difference. The difference. If somebody was acting the way you was acting, and as far as the skin color goes, it would turn out way worse. You know what I'm saying?
Not with the people I was with. Not with the people I was with. If it was just me by myself, I could agree with you. Yes.
Oh yeah, when you with the wrong ones, they're gonna treat you just like them.
Yeah, I was the wrong one with the wrong one, so it was double. Like they even looked, because I was trying to do business in Carmel a lot. It just didn't fucking work. So I mean, but anyways, yeah, I just think you have to have a goal. You have to have something that's telling you what to do, other than just being mad about the situation.
Skeezy, what you got on your mind?
So for me, right, if I get stopped by the police, right, I'm going to, I mean, for me, I want to go home, but in the same time, you're not going to violate my rights either, though. So, you know, I'm probably going to talk to them in my legal voice, and I'm going to be complying, but also I'm going to be making sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not going to violate my rights, and I'm going to say something. So for me, I could have been Sandra Bland because I knew my rights, and she knew that she could smoke that cigarette in her fucking car. You know what I mean? So I just, you know, I mean, she probably didn't feel like she was going to die that day, or, you know, she felt like she was just saying, hey, I can smoke in my car. You know, so me personally, I'm going to try to comply for the most part, but I'm also going to be very attentive, and I'm going to still be vocal, probably not as vocal.
Let me ask you this real quick. Let me start to cut you. So if you're smoking a cigarette in your car and the cop tells you to put that shit out, what are you going to do?
If I know that I can't smoke it in the car, I'm going to keep smoking it. Because it's not your right to tell me to put it out, because now you're being a fucking jerk.
Again, I might be being a jerk.
I get what you're saying.
Right, but this is submission. This is submission. This is what submission is.
You're not weighing things very
You're
good.
right, and I can admit that I have a problem with submission, because for one, I don't like an authority motherfucker that fed us the dogs telling me shit, bitch, and giving me no rules, motherfucker. So you're right. I'm gonna always have a problem. I can admit that though. I'm always have a problem.
That's where I'm getting at. No, that's where I'm getting at. I think black. That's why when you said it's just not black people, if you ask a white man, more likely to put a cigarette out.
Because they look like them. Because I'm not even gonna tell that bitch to put her cigarette out. That's the thing.
Understand that, but knowing how it is and knowing,
but they're not gonna tell the white lady to put her cigarette out.
No, they tell us too. They used to tell me all the damn time. I'd flick it out the fucking window. I got more cigarettes. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me.
Regardless, you not white.
I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm saying that's how I am. I'm not saying that it's right for nobody. I'm saying
so submission is not your thing.
I mean, to a certain extent, within reason, yes, with interpretation. You're talking to somebody who has the legal mind. So
it's not about legality, Skeezy.
No,
I'm giving you an order.
But I don't give a fuck about that.
So you don't submit. That's what I'm saying. You don't give a fuck about submission.
I don't submit. I guess I don't. No,
right.
I don't.
So black people have an issue with submission in relationships and outside of relationships, is what I was saying. It's not just in relationships. For some reason, why is that? We need to get to why is that? Why is it so hard for us to submit to somebody when you know, especially being in law, you know that you're not going to win this battle here on the street. You know you gotta wait to get to the court. You gotta go to court.
Okay, but you know what? I mean, listen. Like I said, I've matured a lot in my life. I'm 44 now, and it's better. But guess what? Like I said, and anybody who knows me just knows this is just certain shit that, you know. Like I said, I didn't say that I would not submit to them. I said I would comply within reason, as long as you handle it how you supposed to handle it. And once you violate me, I'm gonna say, you know, you're violating my right? So I'm going to say that. I mean, I probably won't say it to him disrespectfully, but I'm going to let him know I acknowledge that you're fucking not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but that's such a low percentage of the time, like 0.1. Most of the times it's just people acting stupid. Like they have an opportunity to not even get put in handcuffs. You watch a lot of these cop videos. They're trying not to put them in handcuffs.
I have a question though, right?
Sure.
I get all that, right? I get all that, but I want to say this. I get all that. I get all, you know, we got choices, but I don't never have white people have that same problem though. You know why? Because they peers come to they peers will look like them when they come to the scene.
Lying.
No, hold on, wait.
It's the same shit in the trailer parks.
Are you missing the point? What I'm saying? When black people service black people, right? We have a certain type of attitude. Like if you go through a drive-through, call them on the phone, or you deal with them in any type of, you know, they're checking you out. You have a rapport with a black person that's unspoken, that you have without even saying, you know, their name, you their cousin or nothing. It's just a black thing that you just automatically kind of handle shit a little different when it's black on black. Just like it is with white on white. So when somebody white come to the scene to stop or talk or reprimand somebody, they're not handling them like they handle us. They're not handling them like they handle nobody else. They're handling them like they handle their peer, not someone else. Which is even more reason to submit.
Yeah, just get on with your day. Like
that's kind of where I'm getting at. It's like we know the tables ain't fair. We know the tables are different. So in order to go home safe, like we all said we want to do, hey, put your cigarette out. I don't want you smoking that fucking cigarette right now. Yes, it's illegal. Yes, it's legal for you to smoke a cigarette right now. But I'm telling you, I don't want you to smoke a cigarette now. You can submit.
You to put it out because it could be a weapon.
I mean, whatever the reason is, the nigga gave you an order. Bottom line is, you can either submit or choose not to. And you being an asshole to his submission orders is going to cost you. Like I said, who knows? Who knows where it could go? From there, from just not simply submitting to a simple order. And black people have a problem with that. Like I said, from coaching all the way to authority. They have a problem with submitting to authority. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I mean, if y'all want to take it all the way back to slavery or whatever, y'all can. Y'all more than welcome to. But I'm just trying to get some sort of reasoning behind this.
I think it's the music, because I really do think it's the music. Because if you listen to music all day, that's telling you fuck the police and doing this, that, and the other.
I think the music could be a part. No, I'm thinking. I mean, it might not be the 100% pie piece of the pie, but you don't think
the most obvious one I see.
Fuck the police is ingrained in us since the 80s and shit.
It's part of it because, you know, most of the stories that come out, people can relate to it. That's probably why, you know what I'm saying? But it's more influential now than it was before, though.
When I think back in the 60s when the feminists started, it was first wave feminists in the socialism era. I think that's a lot of the problems too in, I'm just going to say, the poor community. Because that's when the free handout started happening, and that's when the government started saying, it doesn't matter if you can do it yourself, we'll do it for you. Because to me, that would seem disrespectful if, like, the government was telling me, we don't think you can do this, so we're going to go ahead and give you all this shit so you can be okay. And a lot of the problems, I think, started back then, and that's also when the fatherless household started, too, because that was a big thing that they're against, is the nuclear family. So if you want to blame a lot of the problems today, I think it goes back to, you know, the 60s with the socialism that was installed in the community, because a lot of people like to, you know, correctly say before that, in the 50s and 40s and early 60s, the nuclear family, the black household, was a strong, you know, household with, you know, good morals and just well talk normal. It was
intentionally broken down, correct?
Yeah, it was intentionally broken down by the fucking
absolutely.
No, so I think a lot of that blame needs to go back to the Democrats in that era for basically buying votes. That's what they're doing. They're buying votes.
Even like when we talk about government and laws and how black people just don't trust the government, it's not just we just choosing not to. It's like we see what's happened to us in the past.
Yeah,
so
we don't trust
it would be wise not to trust the government, which what we've seen over and over again and everything. So if I had to guess, I would say, I mean, if we want to take it back to slavery and submission in slavery all the way up to the 60s or whatever, I think just black people have an issue with submission to authority, whether that be in a relationship. Even though I don't think men have a problem submitting to women. That's one thing I noticed. Black men don't have a problem submitting. What, you disagree, Ski? Well, talk to me. What?
You taught it differently.
Well, before she answered, because you know what? Now that I think about it, white people they do it too, because they feel like they own everything. Sometimes when they talking to police officers, you know what I'm saying, they can get in their face, but the difference is though, they respect them more than they respect us.
They also don't see us as a threat. I mean,
exactly. Right? They don't, even though they do even though they do the same stuff, but more. You know, they get out the car when they told not to get out the car.
Oh no, I'm saying they don't have any fear of the average white person. Whereas if they pull over the black person, all they see on the news, all they hear from their cop buddies, all this, that, and the other, they got all this history to go behind it. So they're afraid, literally afraid. Like these cops are scared.
Might have a nephew or a cousin that look just like you.
Yeah, so it comes down to that mentality first. You got to change the image before you can change the behavior from the cops.
I like that. All right, I got another video because this is another hot topic that we got going on real quick. I'm gonna play the video. I don't know if y'all up on it or not. Oh, Ski, did you guys hold on? Whoa, Ski, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, do you think black men have a problem submitting to women?
Hell yeah, I think they got a problem submitting to women. I do.
Why do you say that?
Because black men, they don't want to do. I mean, what you submitting? A black man won't even let a bitch tell him nothing if it ain't what he think. A black man ain't that.
Let her go.
A black man, we've been on these panels before, right? They don't value what the fuck a woman got to say, first of all. So they're not submitting to her because you don't value what the fuck she say or what she think or nothing. Because it ain't what the fuck you thinking. It ain't your ideology. It ain't your fucking thinking. So you don't honor what the fuck she's saying. Hell no, you ain't submitting to that bitch. You don't think she got no common sense or can't even think for herself. So hell no, they ain't submitting to us women. Hell to the no. Because they don't even think we motherfucking know 2 + 2. And it's 4.
Yeah.
So hell no, they're not submitting us. Hell no.
She said,
no,
and
that's not true, though.
Well,
That's not true, man. That's not true. When a man loves his woman, he's always submitting to his woman.
I think so
He
too.
always,
I agree.
hold on. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: any man that loves their woman, they're going to submit to him. Because at the end of the day, we all know the woman is the head of the house because she does run everything. We know that, but a real woman is gonna let you know. Listen, you run the pants. You got the pants in the house, but she know at the end of the day she controls the house, man. She controls the household.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, listen.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Yes,
the woman runs the household?
Yes, dude. A real woman is gonna allow you to think that you running the household as a man because she's gonna make you.
Red Pill, get on this podcast.
Man, please get on. But that's real
my problem
shit,
with
though,
Red Pill.
man.
No, not Red Pill Crit,
real shit.
but just Red Pill. Like,
go ahead.
Be a 50-50
Man,
thing.
even your pop said this before, man. A woman, she
my
runs the household, man. She
my
does.
My mama, listen, my daddy was that nigga, but Vivian Gray, she ran the dynamics of that house. Bill Gray made the structure, but Vivian ran that motherfucker. Now, William set the paradigm for discipline and all that, but Vivian made sure that motherfucking functioned and ran daily every motherfucking day.
We the protectors.
Bill Gray protected the structure.
I ain't saying men don't do it. I ain't saying men don't do it, but I'm telling you, women, they actually run the household.
Chesney, tell these niggas they wrong.
Chesney like we right.
You really think women run a household?
We do.
Why would you say that?
How you say that we
gotta
don't.
give them that credit.
What is that song? What she say? Beyonce said the women are the tempo. Like we keep it going, we keep it running. We're dealing with the kids, and we doing if you're traditional or domesticated, you're doing all the things and making sure that the home is running properly, that your man got what he needs, the kids got what they need, the house look like this and blah, blah, like we're keeping the household running.
So the nanny runs the household then. That's what that sounds like, nanny work.
That's what you
work. Call it.
No, I'm saying if I'm a single father and I buy a nanny to do all that shit, she runs the household. To me. If I'm a single father and I buy a nanny to do everything you just said, she runs the household now.
Right? You only need a nanny because you don't have a wife.
That's my nigga. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. I knew you gonna slide that.
Because you're doing those things don't make you to run the household.
Yeah, logically, it's the same position.
Because let me ask you a question. Let me talk about we running no household. Because first of all, ain't no nigga writing no grocery list. Ain't no nigga wiping down no toilet seat. Ain't no nigga washing these kids' clothes every motherfucking day. News, you might be one in a motherfucking million. These niggas don't even know how to put the clothes in the washing machine.
EK, who do your laundry? EK, who do your laundry? EK,
I'm with Red Pill Crip. The man will create the law and the woman enforces it. That's making sure that it is enforced and everybody's doing what they're supposed to.
So you're saying that basically we're the CEO and you're the manager. We're the CEO and you're the manager is what you're saying.
Don't the manager run it? You ain't there. You gone CEOing.
Right. You just the
we're going to put it like that. Okay. I'll accept that then. We're going to put it like that.
People.
As long as I know who the CEO is. As long as I know the CEO.
But listen. A real woman, like I keep saying, a real woman is going to let her man lead. But she always knows that she is the head of the house. That's how it's supposed to be. Even though we take care of shit, man. We run shit. We do. But at the end of the day, the woman, because it's almost like, man, she's got to be happy. When she's not happy, the whole house is fucked up.
That's because she
crazy. And let's keep it real. Like, am I lying, ladies? Am I lying?
Why? Because
lying?
Aren't running properly. Everything's out of order. It's not being ran.
And it could be just something little. It could be just something little.
She's sick. She mad. She upset. Whatever.
Little. The dude doesn't want to deal with it after coming home from work.
That's why he have friends and watch football because they don't have to
conversate. In the driveway for
because the dude doesn't want to
share their feelings.
A dude doesn't want to deal with what? I can't even hear what you're saying.
Okay, what I said is that's because when the dude comes home or whatever he's doing and his wife blows up about one little thing, he doesn't want to deal with it, so he makes her happy. That doesn't mean she runs shit.
I agree with Pat. I always felt
Man,
like I on the outside when we got company, I make it look like you run this shit in front of.
All right, well, let me ask you.
You and I both know who runs this shit behind closed doors. That's how.
Well, let me ask you something. Hold on. For the men on here, you the only one. Me and you the only one got kids. As far as the males, I can't ask Pat on this one, but I can ask you. So
lucky ass.
So Evan. So Evan, when it was time to put your kid in school, who put your kid in school?
Me.
You did.
Well, which one? Hold on, not all of them, but one of them.
Well, I'm talking about right, your youngest.
Oh yeah, my youngest and my oldest. I took my oldest to college, and I took my youngest to.
You was one in a million.
Who filled out the paperwork? Is what he's saying.
Like, that should be the goal.
No, he's one in a million because most men, the woman's doing that. But so I get what you're saying now when you said if I get a nanny. That's why I was like, you slicked in them.
No, it's just the fact that all the things she was saying is like that's what normal people do. I mean, if they weren't there, I would be doing these things. Everybody has to do these everyday things. Right,
but so if she wasn't there, then you'd be doing those things and you'd be running the household.
I'm going to be running the household regardless, just because I have a penis.
No.
What?
Yes, the fact that I have a penis, I run the household.
Give me an example of what ways you run it with two people in the home, the mother and the father. And what ways are you running it? And you're not there. Remember,
Let me ask
the
question. Let's say if it's this certain dynamic that you're pushing, the man goes to work, the woman runs the house. Who can kick who out of the house?
Man, I wish your dad was here, man.
Nah, we don't need no old niggas here, man. No,
we need the old niggas.
Answer his question: who kicks who out the house?
Hopefully, you can't kick nobody out the house.
No, but I mean, if something goes down, who's getting kicked out? It's not going to be the woman, or it's not going to be the dude.
No, it's always the man getting kicked out. What are we talking about?
He's stupid anyway, bitch.
That's y'all letting him.
And the only time the woman's leaving unless she wants to leave. Otherwise, it's the man leaving.
And guess what? Does that me and that bitch both will be going to jail tonight because I ain't going nowhere, Bonquisha. My name on the lease, the mortgage, bitch. You be.
Oh, we already know you ain't going no. Oh, we already know. We already know.
Cal, let these niggas know. Man, who runs the household?
Gloves and some motion.
Hey man, don't listen to nothing these niggas say, Cal. Let these niggas know who runs the relationship. Every relationship, who runs it, the man or the female?
The man should run it.
Every time.
He said should run it. He didn't say do. He said should. Ain't that what you said, Cal? He said should. He didn't say they do. Keyword, nigga. He said should.
But we're talking about philosophy. We are talking about philosophy here.
Let him explain himself.
Explain yourself, brother.
Let me say something. All right. A man should be running the motherfucking house. But there's some men that don't step up to the motherfucking plate.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, every household different. I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel run their house. But, we ran into some cats who don't run the house. And, you know what I'm saying, they that's where you start getting into that alpha male and beta male shit. Some dudes don't stand, can't twist, don't know their way around the screwdriver.
Say it, Cal. You don't stand on 10 toes.
Do you think that's a taught thing, like a learned thing from the childhood?
What's some of the characteristics of? I have a question, Cal. What's some of the characteristics of a man attributes that has that ability to be leading and running the house? What are some of the attributes he should hold if he's, the leader running the house?
He take charge. He take lead. He hold it down. He's the person that protects the household. He's the man of the motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You just said it. He's protecting. He's running the household. I mean, when it's time to go to the store at 11 o'clock at night, I'm pretty sure he's going to the store.
Right.
Because you don't want to get out the bed. Exactly. Right.
If y'all on the bed and y'all hear something downstairs, who's getting up to go check to see what the sound is? You know what I'm saying? You hold the house down. You the protector and shit.
Yeah, if you hold the house down, then you run it.
But at the end of the day, man, I'm keep telling y'all, man, a good woman always gonna let you know that you running the household, but at the end of the day, she is running that household. I'm telling you.
Disagree.
Don't believe what you.
Robin in the comments. What are they talking? Robin says men delegate also, not just give up their authority to be lazy. What y'all think about that?
But you know, also, you know, let me say this. You know what I'm saying? It's like you you know, both men and women have roles that they should be holding down in the household. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the man is the protector, the lady's the nurturer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, like you supposed to be that peace, you know what I'm saying, when you get home. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably should like cook the meal when the man come home. I mean, y'all could go back and forth with
Probably.
it. But you know what I'm
Probably.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's roles to the household. If we talk about everybody talking about they want traditional relationships,
I ain't
in,
saying
in a
that.
in a traditional household, in a traditional relationship, the man is the protector. He holds the house down. He goes and make the bread. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure the bills get paid or whatever. And the women make sure they do their
How
stuff
much
around the
is men
house.
really doing that shit though?
See, and that's another. See, that's
I'm just
another
saying.
red.
What
That's
what
another
how
red
More than you
flag.
think. More than you think, Ski. More than whatever number you use in your head times 10. Man.
I'm all about black men. I'm a black man supporter.
I ain't even talking about black
It's
men. I'm
not an
talking about
issue.
men in
I'm just
general.
saying, period. But in the same time, listen, I'm a hard-headed motherfucker. And it's hard for me to, I'm very stubborn and I'm hard-headed. But what does soften me up is a man who motherfucking knows how to lead. And I ain't talking about, oh, I got some money. I'm talking about critical thinking, emotionally sound, shit like that. Men think because they get some money and get a paycheck and got a dick and can yell that that's leading. No, nigga, you gotta have some order to that shit. You gotta have some emotional intelligence. You gotta have some critical thinking. You gotta have some real shit to move the family along the motherfucking line so we can win. Just because you get a paycheck on Friday, bitch, and can pay the mortgage and shit, that's cool. Yeah, anybody can do that. But you gotta have a sound mind and leadership abilities to know how to cultivate and encourage your teammate. You know what I mean?
Just like anybody can wash clothes. Just like anybody can wash clothes. Go ahead, Kat.
And let me say this also on the same note, with the expectations of the man, that's where a woman, you know what I'm saying, like a woman should not be holding their guard. I mean, like, you know, don't hold your guard up all the time and be so combative. You know what I'm saying? It like if a man's trying to lead and he's trying to lead with his direction, you know what I'm saying, he's following. Like not everybody gonna have the right answers, but you know what I'm saying, the man's trying and doing the best that he's doing every day. I think there's some women in the world that get really combative and they got a chip on their shoulder about things.
I don't like when a man is of course you know he's a leader, but then also if he makes a mistake, it's almost like the end of the world. Like
what's wrong with him asking for help?
Mistakes, though.
What about the issue of masculine women?
Why can't
women
men
are
ask for
always
help?
fighting and yelling and cussing.
Why ask for help though? Like for what though? Because who really gonna come?
Help from who? Help from who?
Who is really gonna come save him?
If a man is saying that he's having,
who is really going to come save him?
What his bitch, the one he with, his wife, his girl.
My man, G Lou. Hold on. My man, G Lou.
No.
Shout out to G Lou in the comments. That's my guy, man. Shout out to G Lou. He said, "Men provide and protect. A woman brings the joy to the household."
Hey, and look, let me say this. There's the woman that holds it down and helps help the man when he's down. I think in this era, these times is rare. You don't find too many women that like when a man is down, they carry him, they hold him. And I got where you coming from, but like let me finish this out. But there's a lot of women that's been manipulated by social media and by their friends and their peers and their mamas about what a man need to be doing. And then when I seen a lot of situations where a man was down, there was a situation when I was going through a career change and I was always holding it down and I had a down moment. And I seen my partner turn on me when she needed to like kind of pick up the slack for a little while. This is a temporary situation, but I see that you was ready to you know what I'm saying, abandon shit. You wasn't ready to stick it through. And a lot of guys deal with that. It's like society today. It's a lot of women that's manipulated. Now it's like I'm not saying that every woman is like that, but there's a good majority of women that's been manipulated and basically brainwashed to say when that man is down, like get the fuck out of there. You know,
I tell you something though, I agree with that, but I also think she been like that. That wasn't new. You just wasn't broke when she met you. You wasn't going through nothing, so it's probably been there.
Well, yeah, and so like especially like if you a man that always got it out the mud, you always got it on there. You know, whenever you always ask for help in the past and you never got it, now you got that mentality like I'll get out here and do it. You got that. It's in you to go out there and get it. You a go getter. And let me say this. This is something that Chris Rock said that was a joke, but it was funny. It was funny but true. Men love women under the, you know what I'm saying, unconditionally love a woman, where a woman loves the man under the conditions of.
Yeah, I was gonna say this too. It comes from being children too. I mean, if they're growing up with their mama saying men ain't shit and you need to get this, that, and the other, it's just a cyclical thing. Like, you know, they grow up, they don't have a fair chance from the beginning to get into that mindset. You know, it's the same way with everybody. If you don't have a father, if you don't have a mother, you're only going to get one side, and you're going to hear. Because my next door neighbors, their mom was always talking about men ain't shit. My ex-husband's a piece of shit. You know, when you do this, that, and the other, you need to get this, this, and this. And then they go online, like Cal said, and you got these, 3 out of 10 bitches talking like they need $200,000 a year from a man. They need this paid per month, they need this paid per month, and this paid per month. It's like, where did you get your earnings from? Like, why do you value yourself so fucking high that you're putting yourself in a position where only
social media and just living in a fake world? Living in a fake world.
She just won't have what she wants. Why you want to try to put things on social media all the fucking time?
Because it's not realistic. Because what it's saying is not realistic.
You're talking about trying to get like,
can't be 5'5". Again, shout out to my man that died at the Suits. I forget his name right now. I can't think of his name. You can't be a 5'5" woman, 280 pounds, looking for a man that gets $200,000 a year. It's not going to happen.
He's not looking for them.
He's not looking for you. Why would I work this hard to look for a bitch built like a running back?
Yeah, exactly.
With a post-road ponytail. I'm not doing it.
Traditional is dead. So let's
a post-road
ponytail. I'm not doing it. Quick question. This is for Ski and Chaz real quick, because y'all the only ladies on. I'm going to start with you because I know how much you really love flowers. What the fuck is up with y'all and flowers, man? These motherfuckers, we pay damn near $60 for some flowers that die in 6 days. Why do women love flowers so much? And can y'all explain this to us, please?
Well, I love flowers, but it's because it's sentimental. If it's the right ones you like, it's you know what I mean, then you like that flower, they get you that flower. It's sentimental, it's nice, it's a nice gesture. It makes your house smell good, it keeps the oxygen in your house flowing, you know what I mean? It keeps it level, it takes all the germs out. And they pretty as hell. To me, it's the thought that counts. And then I just, you get to look at them and say, oh, well, Pookie sent me those. Oh, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's
So it's not the flowers.
What if we got you some real nice silk flowers for the same price that lasted forever?
No, because they're not gonna help my oxygen in my house. No, I want my oxygen in my house to be clean and the osmosis in here to be level.
What if we got you some, like, we spent our $60 on like 3 or 4 nice plants? No, we're going plants. We're still with plants. But
I like plants. You can do the plants. That's cool. I just brought my 2 in the house. I got plants. I like plants.
You just want some green. You want some nature in the house.
Yes.
That's the same with you, Chaz. It's the same exact answer. Just you want your house to smell good, and all that other bullshit.
I mean, for me, it's more so the sentimental thing and just it being a nice gesture, and also with it just being so rare, like it shows that person. For me, when a man brings flowers to a date or they give flowers, they're really interested in you and they like you and that's the gesture that shows it. But I love flowers. I buy them for myself.
Me too. Yes, me too. That's why he's being funny.
They can't be fake. They have to smell like flowers. I'm an earthy girly. I love being in nature. I love the smell of it. I love flowers.
Well, not only that, but like bringing flowers to a woman is a very soft gesture. So it says something about a man that he'll go into a flower store and look about flowers and try to get the best flowers for his woman. I think that speaks a lot for the relationship.
Is it pretty much like the man just showing that he's willing to go in and showing his appreciation for you?
It's that a little bit, but it's also showing it's the thought. It's the thought that you took your time to stop by. If it's Walgreens, Taco Bell, wherever, you get the flowers from. It's the thought that you said, let me get or Chaz some flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because they like them and it's a nice gesture. So it's like the time, the consideration, the effort.
And I don't think a man is buying everybody flowers.
Me either.
They're not buying everybody. So if he chose you to get flowers for, it does say a lot. It's everything all of you said.
Yeah, I can agree with all of that.
Yeah,
definitely.
I got some other comments on here. I got it's just thoughtful. As G. Lou said, it's just thoughtful. So being thoughtful goes a long way with women. No matter what kind of flower, I can bring you a pile of dandelions. Y'all cool with that? You know, the ones you just go.
I mean, I would be.
No, nigga, that's a weed. That is not a flower.
Yeah, it's not a flower.
It's a plant. You just
Well,
said
here's
as
the
long as
question.
there's green.
To go off what Evan just said, if we went out and picked the flowers ourselves, we didn't spend a dime on
I
the
would like
flowers.
that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Okay,
So
so
why
it's
the
just
dandy-
about the gesture.
Wonderful. Yes.
So the dandelions aren't
flowers.
no matter.
No, that's a weed. You know, you blow it off.
It's the same gesture. It's the
Oh, the
gesture.
yellow
Not the
ones.
flower.
No,
I thought.
Evan, just stop.
So
No.
Which one is it? Is it the flower or the gesture? Is what I'm trying to understand.
It's both.
It's the
Well, for
gesture,
me,
The
but
it's
she's
same
both.
saying
time
they're
that I
weed,
took
they
to
don't
go
want a
pick up the
weed.
rose is the same time I went to go pick up the dandelion. But you don't want the dandelion. You want the rose.
I don't want the dandelion.
I
The
want
dandelions is
Wow.
gonna die.
Now,
and
you're
stay on
doing
every time
some
the
cute
rose
little,
is.
like,
I want
kids
orchids.
playful,
I want
like,
lilies.
look what
I
I got
want,
for
yeah.
you know, that's funny, but I would prefer.
So it is
to
the
have
flower,
an
not the
actual
gesture.
It's both.
Wait a
Damn
minute.
it.
Now y'all confusing me here.
Why
Yeah,
y'all
you
don't
don't
want.
pick a
use the same
dandelion
effort.
when
I
you
could
can
use the
pick
same
an
effort.
actual
It's a
flower?
weird
Ain't
as a
nobody picking
dandelion.
up fucking dandelions, bro. So
But I
we're
put the effort in. I
You're
put
being
the
funny.
effort in. I went out and
I
picked
put the effort in. I did the gesture that y'all liked. That was thoughtful and all that. But
You
y'all
know
like,
what?
man, I don't want that. I want.
That's
That's like me. That's like me buying you a car. It's like me
No
buying you a car.
dandelions.
what?
Hold on,
I'll
hold on,
take it.
hold on. That's like me buying you a car. You're like, that's a Honda Civic. You like, I wanted something better than that. I'm like, well, it's the gesture that counts. You said
But
the
I
gesture
mean, you
that
know,
matters.
honestly,
Hey,
I would
all
take
I'm
the
saying is
dandelions.
don't bring me no fucking dandelion.
Okay, fair enough. I'll leave it at that. Let's go to this. I want to go to this this Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels shit. We got to get to this real quick, man.
I'm not lying. Anton is a dick.
Hey, I'm not a fan of him either. That's why I kind of felt Corey Holcomb on this. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but let's check this
Interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking
Well,
about
you
cops.
should
I'm talking about
say that
cops.
one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to
You're
say
not
all
gonna
black people are
gaslight me.
stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you
white
got
people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I
Because I
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
I hear
white
you
women
talking about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single
Caucasian
day.
female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have, you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity, that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see,
let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck.
nobody tell you to, yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck.
You do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck. Homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no sucky shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch seats. Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no sucky shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucky shit.
I don't give about nothing.
Well, I tell you what. Watch the sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that oh, you go. Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no sucking shit. Don't put no sucking shit on me.
From Detroit,
Say
right
I
now.
suck again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're
We
not
good.
bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't need
Put the
shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and going up. I don't give a
No,
shit.
sir.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing it for the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm gonna extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it call it out his name. I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get respected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
because
this my
I take-
show.
That's
This
cool.
my
That's
show.
cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me sucking. I don't suck.
You talking about?
Suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, ain't no, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Dang.
We're gonna stop it right there. Just typical nigger shit right there. Nigger shit to the max. Did anybody watch Anton Daniels videos? Because I'm sure he shows up on all y'all Instagram feeds. Y'all never seen that dude before?
I seen him before, but I ain't never like, listen to, you know what I'm saying? Besides him on somebody else shit, I ain't never just like subscribed.
I do.
To nigga. But he was disrespectful calling that nigga dick sucking and shit. That was disrespectful as fuck though.
They said you sucked the dick of Black America, pretty much. If Black
You-
America
it
was
was
a
a
man,
metaphor.
You
you
want to talk
sucked
about
his
them
dick.
white people though, like motherfucker Holcomb said, nigga, you won't show one shucking and jiving talking about them motherfuckers, but I don't like people like that either. Y'all can talk about black people and always put us on the goddamn chopping block. When it's talking about the white man, you can't never say shit. You always want to dance and prance around that motherfucker. But when it's talking about us black people and what we do and what we don't do and what we need to fix, that motherfucker always know how to rake us up, but can't never rake up the white man. I don't like motherfuckers like that, bitch. You can drake us over that motherfucker, rake them too.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pete.
He is 100% correct. It's the same thing I told you earlier with the 60s about the communism. It is the liberal white woman who is fucking everything up. Just because he ain't saying white man doesn't mean he's still saying white people. He's saying things against white people. So that is a cop-out. That's why Corey got out of his chair. That's why he got in his face. He didn't have an argument for him. Because when he told Corey, you're doing the exact same thing, you're just doing it for black people, Corey didn't have an answer for that. So he got up in his face about it. That's where that shit started.
So basically, he's saying that Corey's pandering to black people.
He is.
And then Corey's saying you're pandering to white people.
Well, he's... do you watch
That's basically the argument that I'm hearing.
Do you watch Anton's show at all?
That's what I got.
Does anybody watch the
Cal,
show?
do you know who Anton? Do you know who this
I
nigga
do.
is?
I watch his show.
I mean, I'm not too familiar with him, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff pop up of him lately, and especially like this clip that y'all was playing earlier. I saw it on World Star. Man, in deep thought, man. I think it's a deeper discussion that I think that a lot of people ain't really ready for to really like sit back and go into it with an open mind and not coming at it with a judgment and taking it the wrong way. There's a lot of things that both races needs to come to and be said and be addressed.
Well, these are two black men though. But this is
Like
two
an
black
open
men
panel.
argument.
Yeah, but
I
it's
think
a
that-
sensitive time now, though, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when, for men, and this is me personally, man, words didn't hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Now words hurt all the time. Like, motherfuckers get all timid and stuff over words. It's like, damn, that shit
and that's what I'm saying. Like, especially like now, like today's society is really gotten really sensitive. And you know what I'm saying? Things that you could have said 10 to 20 years ago, you can get yourself canceled for it. It really has gotten sensitive. But I think going back to saying it needs to get to a point where people need to put the sensitivity to the side and have an open mind. Like, man, really, like in these past few months, I've been getting deep off into psychology and like stepping out of the scope of things and looking at things in a very different light and being an observer. I'm a dude that sits behind the camera and I record podcasts, events, and all kinds of other shit. And I'm very observant of people's behaviors and the sense of entitlement that comes from both sides.
Facts.
Speak on it.
Both
No,
sides.
right.
Speak
You
on
know
it.
what I'm saying? And it goes. I think it's man. I can't like me going into it, man. I'll probably be here forever, and it's a discussion for another time because
Right.
to unpack it is really deep. And I think like when people come into it and not be having an open mind, I think people will easily get offended by what I gotta say. But it's very much the truth of what needs to be said. Like we need, like, you know, shit's really fucked up, and I think that, like, you know, it's, let me say this, you know, the things that people condemned in the past, there's another group of people that's starting to do the same thing that others condemned.
Example,
you know
please. Example, please. Give me one example, real quick.
Don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it.
Nah, it's repeating history in a different way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me be honest, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being honest, and I'm not trying to, like, ruffle anybody's feathers and shit. I'm just observing. It was at a point where people were at one point, like in the 40s, to be like, oh, white power, white power, white power. Everybody got offended. Now it's like when you see it, it's like black power, black power, black power. You gotta know that you may be offending different races. You don't mean no harm from it, but some people may not be able to take it the same way that you may think of it. When you put it in their face, you like when you doing that to the Hispanics, you're doing it to the Asians. They start to get offended. So like now they starting to do things and to show that their nationality
Their
is
pride.
powerful
They're showing
too.
their pride. Right. Go ahead, Chaz. What up, Chaz? Talk to us, Chaz. What's up? By the way, Chaz, Cal, Chaz, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, so I could be wrong, but this is just what I think. I feel like just specifically white power had a totally different meaning than black power or Hispanic. Like white power was coming from a group of people known for oppression and known for all of these negative things. I feel like black power is more so about like unity and coming up and growing as a community. Not, it didn't have any malicious intent.
It wasn't like
behind
it wasn't like what they call it, what's it called, superism? I can't think of the word. Supremism, or is that what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. White supremacy.
What happened to that mentality?
No, and so and let me say this. With what you saying, you were very right about that, and that's not what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to make it out. I'm trying to like make an example, but you know what I'm saying, when you dealing with people that's not informed and doesn't and think in a one-track mindset, they, you know what I'm saying, you could be offending those people in different ways and not even knowing it.
But that's
and
okay.
It's like it's not intentional, and the message that, you know what I'm saying, when I go to Black Power, it's not in the message to be like, we better than all of y'all and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's in some kind of way, someone who's not thinking clearly and thinking one-track minded, and they hear it all the time, they start to develop a sense of hatred, and they want to like bring their race back up to the forefront. And I'm trying to explain the best way I can. But I'm not trying to say
don't
that.
Don't bite your tongue. Offend somebody. Say what you guys say. Offend somebody. Say what you guys say. Don't bite it.
No. It's not a way to offend somebody. What I'm saying is like, people got to expand their horizons and start thinking outside of the box. And like, I think us as a race need to start coming together as a human race instead of being divided by color. And to me, the bigger picture of things is when we start to keep doing these things to divide ourselves by color, and I would say that, like, the, you know what I'm saying, the colonizers, the white people did create this division. But you know, when we got to get to a point where we stop being divided, because we being conquered by a higher power.
So I want to expand on what Kyle said there. Everything, I pretty much agree with what Kyle's going on there. I think the problem is, at this point, the onus is on the Black culture to come to us, because we want to help. Honestly, I'm not just talking about me, but I mean, we want to do something. We want to talk to people, and we want to get this together. Because I've told Evan multiple times, the biggest thing that this country fears is the white man and the black man coming together at the same time. You know, the division is what's keeping us.
I don't think that's what they fear. Because I think they're more scared of the black and the Mexican. I mean, the black and the Latino and the African coming together. I think
who is we? Who are they?
America. I think America's scared
But
of
see, that's what I've been trying to
Latinos.
tell you. This is all America. We all Americans.
No,
We
we're
need to
all
come together
Americans.
and
No,
act
you're
like
right. You're right. But when you talk about the this is my opinion, Ski. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. This is my opinion. I think that they're afraid of Latinos, blacks, and Africans coming together because then you guys are the minority. Because
But
in
see, that's
America,
the
you are
problem.
the majority, but in the world, you're the minority. That's what I
Right.
think
But
they're.
see, here's my problem with that is I don't give a fuck about skin color. So like
Right.
I was telling Sly Fox earlier, like if it came down to the fact in 25, 40 years or whatever, that everybody on the planet was a shade of brown or a shade of like yellow or something like that, cool. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out today, in 2026, who the fuck still thinks like that there's a purity of race issue, that you need to keep your race pure. You need
White
to worry
people,
about
white people,
your
that too.
race.
White supremacy, that's who does that. Go ahead, Skeezy. That was an easy
And
question. That's an
go,
easy one.
and go.
Oh, baby, what you mean?
That was an easy one. Go ahead,
First
Ski.
of
I'm gonna
all-
go ahead. Go.
Percentage
Let's keep
of the
going.
people.
Hold
Like
on,
it's okay to
hold on.
ostracize them.
Wait.
I will say. Let me say this. Let me
Go
say
ahead.
this. Let me say this. This is where like I heavily push like implicit bias, and people start to form a bias based on the culture and stuff.
Yep.
And like also at the same time, let me say this, like what I say what black people go through, what they see in their life, there's other nationalities that don't see it that way because they're not treated in that same way. You know what I'm saying? Like I could say that like I'm actually saying that like there's situations that I've always been in to where I've been held back, gatekeep, because they didn't want to see a person of color to hold a role, a lead role.
We'll go into
I'm
that.
actually going through, you know what I'm saying, my career path right now. It's like they pay me well to be the expert, and for years I always gave them the blueprint, but they didn't want to hear from me. So they hired a white guy to come in to pay him more to basically say the same thing that I'm saying, because like him and I, he's not a guy who's racist, but him and I, he sees it for himself. And we have this discussion all the time. He was just like, you should have, why did they hire me to have this role when you knew everything? I don't know none of this shit. I come to you to advise, you know what I'm saying, advise you and ask you how to do this shit. And then what I say to him, he go regurgitate that shit to the executive team, and they take it. The
You
same
remember-
exact thing that I've been
That's just-
saying for a
that's
You
just
while.
remember,
someone
you
stealing your
remember back
idea.
in the day where there was black music, and instead of them putting it out, they redubbed it and put white musicians on there playing them same songs, and then they would put those on the radio. That's what it seemed like. It sound like. It's
Man,
called,
but you know what?
It makes it easier for it to be received and digested than rather
There you
coming
go.
from
there you go.
its
Well, that's what you're
original
seeing with
source.
country music nowadays. Everybody's
Yeah,
doing
I
country
mean,
music because it's the hottest thing out there.
It's
Turning into a pop feature.
it's about being socially acceptable. What's also what they deem as being socially acceptable in certain settings, and so that's what it is. Like but at the same time, I dress professional and I articulate myself well and speak intelligent, and yet you know what I'm saying. Like today, I had slacks and dress shoes on. The guy above me, he comes in with tennis shoes and jeans on and shit, and they
Okay.
listen to what he's saying.
Can I ask you a question, Cal?
Yeah.
First, how old are you? And second of all, what is your position right now as far as what your profession?
So I'm a lead AV support specialist with the Kansas City Public School District. What I do is I do a lot of broadcasts and streaming, and I do a lot of you know what I'm saying, multimedia. I work in theaters. I work with boards, lighting. I deal with like network systems. I'm in the IT department. I do a lot of network security, a lot of stuff. Man, I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying. I come from like an extensive background.
How old are you?
What's that? How old?
Yeah.
I'm 43.
So really, you're 43 years old. You have a really good career. You have a lot of knowledge going on. What much is there to complain about?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Are you single, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm single right now.
Okay, just asking. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry
So,
about that.
Are you playing matchmaker?
I'll just ask a question.
so I mean, like with that being said, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, like, you know, I'm a professional, like, you know what I'm saying, it does have to be single, whatever, but that's a whole different thing. But you know, like, I could be making a lot more than what they paying me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on a salary income. I'm not living bad for myself. I'm living pretty damn good. And you know what I'm saying, I pick up work outside of there. Like I do a lot of streaming events, work a lot of audio, work with like rappers and all kinds of other shit on the side to make money. But I know my value. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I step out and I do a streaming event, I probably getting paid from 100 to 150 an hour for the shit. You know.
That's pretty good though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so like when I did
submit to. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So like when I like I put out an application, sometimes I test the market to test my value. There's a job in Chicago right now that's willing to pay me $130,000.
Why aren't you taking it?
Well, shit, I got one more daughter, man. She got five more years of school.
What I'm saying is nobody's holding you back, Kyle. And
no,
I
got my offers, but you know what I'm saying. But like you know what I'm saying, like this journey that my daughters and I've been on to get to this point is been, you know what I'm saying, like to, you know what I'm saying, it'd be convenient for me, but uproot my kids from.
Not everybody's cut to do that shit.
No, I would never suggest you do that, Kyle. I was just saying that you do have offers out there making premium money for doing it. I'm not saying anything. I would never say that. No.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you do have them.
And so like I do got options. So you know what I'm saying, I could, like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes what I do is, you know what I'm saying, I get the offer letter and sometimes I take it back to the table. I'll do that for sometimes, but also at the same time to be like smart about it. I am 43 years old. I've been at this, you know what I'm saying, in June, I'll be in this job for 8 years. So like if I, you know what I'm saying, with me being in the school district, I'm able to put my youngest daughter in the best school and she's on her way. She can get scholarships and be out on the best path for college. On top of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm working with people that's in college programs that's going to be able to like provide tuition to where my oldest daughter can go to college for free next year. So, and she's already graduated. She's in college now. So like I use those resources to give them an alley-oop so they can have a head start. And at the same time, after, you know what I'm saying, 5 more years, you know what I'm saying, I would have been to put in 13 years at the school district. So I would have a good retirement. You know what I'm saying? The retirement plan is really good. So I have a retirement from the school district. I have a retirement from AT&T because I put in 5 years at AT&T. And before that, I was an engineer for about 7 years. So like so by the time I get in my 60s, you know what I'm saying, I'll have 3 retirement checks coming on top of Social Security. So I really ain't got to work no more.
No, see, you doing really well. You doing really well.
You ain't getting no Social Security, Cal. Sorry, baby. You ain't getting no Social Security.
And it's cool that you have those benefits that people don't see. Like
just in case it might be there. I know it probably be gone the way how these people are fucking it up.
Trump took that shit.
Man, it ain't just Trump, man. It was like, remember Bush was putting that shit in jeopardy.
Privatization of it. It's the privatization of it too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to use those high yield risk accounts and shit, bitch. Don't put my money nowhere. Leave my shit alone. I think don't touch it.
But you know what I'm saying, like right now it's like my main intention, you know what I'm saying, like I'm in a good place. I love my career, you know what I'm saying, I love what I do. I know I can get more. I'm in a good spot. But right now, like, my priority is make sure that my daughters get a good head start. And once I know they off to the races and shit, that's when I'll take on I can work on my 4th retirement. You know what I'm saying? By then that money will be a little bit more.
So I guess my important total was that, you know, you were talking about that one guy that kind of snaked you in the job atmosphere by taking your information and taking it to the boss. I mean, that happens everywhere in every job, and you seem like you have turned out pretty damn successful in a good position to help your kids in life. So, you know, those are the things I would expect people just to stop worrying about. It happens, go on, try again. You tried again, you're successful.
Yeah, and so like let me say this. Like at first, in the beginning, I felt some kind of way about it, but I use this to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? I understand the scope of things and how it is. That person at the top who did this move, this gatekeeping, he won't be a chief technology officer in about another year or 2 once his contract's up. So once he moves on, everybody's moving up. So like now, we already setting up the stage to where, you know what I'm saying, my manager moves to a different department. and I'll backfill his role, and I end up getting money. Right now, instead of just like I'm always gonna be a sponge. I'm always training. I'm going for more certificates and shit. So like I continue to make myself more valuable in my field.
Yeah.
And like now, taking on AI and doing automation as well. So once that start coming into play, you know, that start changing shit. I still have a job when they start cutting jobs from AI, automation, and robotics.
Very good point. You got to make yourself irreplaceable.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs. Pete, can you cue up that Drewski joint for me real quick? Because
got it.
I want to talk about that because that shit was funny as hell. Real quick, I want to get some laughter real quick if you might can.
I might still have it. I do. Add to stage.
There we go. You saw this already, Kyle?
No, I ain't seen that.
Oh man.
Do you want a revolution? I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. Impregnate.
This nigga doing the worm.
Somebody in the congregation asked why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise.
I'm a Christian first.
Oh, red bottom.
Give him
I'm with
some
Christian
praise.
Louboutin.
We are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get a congregation over in Africa.
Zimbabwe.
Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our goal. Amen.
That happened.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Life savings here. Give him some praise for that.
Lock the doors on the nigga.
Giving his life savings up.
You lost some weight, ain't you?
Giving his life
Richie
savings up.
says, baby, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I'm going to finish this word here. And I'm going to do the Christian version. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do the Christian version. I'm driving this Billy Bentayga because I believe in Christ. Can you leap on your legs like a survivor? Can you leap on your legs till the money fall out your pocket?
All right.
Yo, if that shit wasn't dead on, my nigga.
That was 100%. 100%. I vibe with Drewski.
Hey, that shit funny but true.
Did everyone
goes
see
to
the
white
original?
churches. The white churches are just as bad.
What you mean the original? What you mean,
So
Chad?
he was reenacting something.
No, I thought he was just basically putting everybody. I thought he was just taking everybody all together and putting it in one joke. Is what because there was a real thing where that dude locked the doors. He said, "Y'all can't leave until I get the money." That happened.
But so the outfit that he has on is the same outfit that another preacher, the preacher that he was actually mimicking, had on. But I didn't see the original, so that's why.
It must have been like a Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar.
That was Jamal Bryant he was talking about, y'all.
Oh, was it?
That was Jamal Bryant.
Yeah, Jamal Bryant. That's his name, right?
It's Jamal Bryant he talking about.
Did y'all see the skit where Drewski put on whiteface and went to the NASCAR race?
Man.
I saw that.
I wasn't impressed. I'm old enough to remember Eddie Murphy doing that on Saturday Night Live. I wasn't that impressed.
Hey, but you gotta say, you can't lie. That shit was funny though.
I thought it was.
It was funny, but I wasn't impressed because I had seen it. It's like it wasn't groundbreaking. You feel me?
No, but it was hilarious.
It was funny.
Especially the kickback.
It was funny. It was
to me,
funny.
he had people convinced.
Oh yeah, he did. He acted his ass like we did a damn thing on that. But I wanted to throw that in there just because I thought that shit was super hella funny, super accurate. There's really no topic. There's nothing to discuss on that. I just want to throw that in there because that shit was mad funny. One of the funniest skits I've seen in a minute.
What y'all be thinking about these mega pastors, these Joel Osteen motherfuckers?
We know what it is. We know what it is.
Joel Osteen is not a pastor. He's a motivational speaker. He's not
they're all money.
No, I'm saying, but he's a motivational speaker. Though he's not a pastor. He'll tell you that.
Joel Osteen is.
He will say
Joel
he's a
Osteen's definitely a
motivational
pastor,
speaker.
quote unquote.
He's a Google it. He's a
He
motivational
might have
speaker.
changed his rules because he didn't want to be a pastor anymore for the optics.
He's never been a pastor. He's been a motivational speaker the whole time.
He has a church.
He still is considered. He was never a pastor though, Pat.
You can be a pastor without having seminary school. Anybody can be a pastor.
But I'm trying to tell you, I lived in Houston, went to the church, and the man said he's never been a pastor. He was a motivational speaker. Nigga, Google it. You Google everything else, look it up.
Cook them, girl. You Google everything else, god damn it.
Hey, but he was taking people's money though.
I don't.
No, he hit that shit on the money.
Look, it's really, really hard because the mega pastors that are doing things like being shady and doing things the wrong way make it bad for the other ones that actually intend to spread the word and do what they're supposed to do. If the church is also taking care of the pastor, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But I also don't believe there's a need for jets. There's no need for you to fly in the air. There's no need for you to lock doors on people. Like that's extreme. But there are pastors who have true good intent. I don't like the ones who don't. I don't even try to decipher it. I don't even get into it, watch them, none of that.
I'm a firm believer, y'all. I'm done blaming them. I'm done blaming the people that do bad. I'm blaming consumers from now on. That's my new thing. I'm not blaming people doing stupid shit. Because again, if he tells you, hey, he locks the door on you this Sunday, there should be nobody coming back next Sunday. But no, they come back next Sunday, right? and so that's my thing is where when we talked about music, whether people say, what's her name, Red, Sexy Red is fucking this up, fucking that up. The bottom line is we don't have to consume it. People are consuming this bullshit. If they're going to consume bullshit, we can't blame the creator.
But every person has their own fan base that they're going to have supporters.
I am glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. That leads to our last topic, goddammit. You put it right on the goddamn head. Has mediocrity been accepted?
We got somebody new in here.
Shout out to, I was about to give her. I want her to actually give her the first answer to this because my topic is this: has mediocrity always been accepted this much? I'm not sure how old you are, right? But like Chad said, I feel like everything has a lane. Nothing is whack no more. It used to be like, yo, this shit whack. Turn that shit off. I don't want to hear that shit. But now, even the whack shit has a lane. And so, is it just? Do you think mediocrity is more accepted these days, or was it always been accepted? Go ahead.
First of all, my name is Kiana. I will give my age. I am 47. Do I think that music is mediocre now? Is that what the question was?
Well, not just music, entertainment, everything. I feel like everything's mediocrity is just accepted these days more than it ever has been.
Well, society has made it that. Mm-hmm. We as a society, we have no rules, we have no regulation, we have no discipline. We have, when you look at everything, even when you look at social media, when you look at, I have a platform as well. When you look at platforms, when you look at everything that's taking place now, negative overrules positivity, ignorance rules over wisdom.
Fact.
Then you have
the truth. The lie is bigger than the truth.
Yes, all of this. And so, I mean, we have made this life, but if you create your own society and you stick to what you stick to as in the right thing to do, we know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
So if you do that, then you're just the oddball, and I'd rather be that than anything.
I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. I respect that a lot. But what about y'all? Y'all think it's more accepted ever than or is it just like? Because again, I remember. Like I remember I was talking to EK earlier. Like there was everything wasn't good. I mean, there was Milli Vanilli. Don't forget Milli Vanilli. There was Vanilla Ice and shit like that. Not everything was fire in our era, but we accepted it or we knew what it was almost. It was like, all right, yeah, we know what this bullshit is. Get this shit the fuck up out of here after a while. But now, go ahead, Chad.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say. I think it came with the age of technology. Back before technology was booming, you had to be creative and you had to go above and beyond and be the best and this and that. But now that we're in this age,
you see less and less creativity. Everybody's kind of doing similar things, but maybe just put their spin on it, and nobody's really. I won't say nobody, but a lot of people, especially the generation that grew up in that age, that's growing up in the age now, like our kids,
Right.
they're not really thinking for themselves. So you see somebody doing something that, you know, you never thought, you don't even have the time to think outside the box. You're on the phone, everything's automated, everything's right there in your hand, in your face. So, you know, yeah, it's definitely
We
more
was just
acceptable.
talking about that as far as adversity. These kids, they don't know what adversity is. As soon as if things don't go their way, they'll find some type of way to make sure it goes their way.
People got shorter attention spans these days, and everything's moving fast paced. Everybody want everything done yesterday. We do have short attention spans. If it don't grab our attention within the first 10 seconds, we quick to move on to something else. And we gotta like what y'all saying, the mediocrity and no original thoughts and stuff. It's a cookie cutter method. They find somebody who's doing it good, and that's the base mode, and everybody tries to copy that because that's hot right now.
But what about people like us that know better? Are we just falling in line?
Yeah. We like sheep. We cattle out here, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have a question or a thought. Sure. What's the price of falling in line versus putting the work in? I mean, nobody really wants to work anymore. And then things are made so easy. You have Al now. You can create a movie without a producer. You can create music without a producer. It's so easy now, and it's because of what the young lady said. I'm sorry I didn't get her name, and hello to everyone on the panel. But it's just good. It's just like what she said. It's technology, and technology ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
So the thing is, I mean, get out here and put this work in. And what I mean by build your own society is if you have children, you should be building your society in your home so that your children understand when we go out here, we different. We're not alike. We move different. We work different. We do put work in. So we have to create. And once you create, then people may start some will follow, some won't. Because some of us, you can't get us to do right.
Facts. You can leave the water.
Would it be better, like, you know, ideally you should focus on longevity instead of shock value? Like, instead of focusing on what's right now, you build a foundation for something later on. And when some of these trends and some of these other things die out, you've been staying solid, building on something bigger, and it's gonna stand out. It won't stand out today, but tomorrow, years down the line, it's gonna like pay off.
But if you watch trends now, we had trends when we were growing up. Those same trends that we have are now coming back again. So sometimes the trend never changes; it just shifts seasons.
Yeah.
And so now the big thing that I think it is pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to what's going on in the world.
We lost you. We lost you. We lost.
No, damn, I think we lost back. I think she's back now. I think we lost Skeezy too. She was cooking though. She was cooking though.
Yeah, she was cooking.
There we go. There we go. You back now, Kiana. I'm sorry. I think we got
okay. And another thing with us is we really have to start doing this. I'm late in doing it myself. You create legacy for your children so that you never die, because you will leave here. But if your children hold your legacy, you won't die.
Yeah.
It'll just pass on from generation to generation. We have lost so much, and I think we've lost so much because of the trauma. Our trauma holds dear to us. Sometimes we like to hang on to our trauma. We won't let it go. We won't heal from it.
Why is that? Why is that? And speaking from just us as a people, why is that in your opinion? Why is that? And what can we do to solve it?
Why is it that we hold on to trauma? Because sometimes it's easier to hold on what you're familiar with.
Okay. Yeah, you right about that.
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Cop out?
I'm not even saying it's a cop out. I think some of us don't know even how to do better. I went to therapy, and I'm gonna tell you this: I didn't believe in it. It was hard for me to go to therapy. It was hard for me to talk about situations. I'm a private person. It was hard for me to do that. But when I did that, I began to get better. Now, does that mean I'm perfect? No, still have issues. But if I try to take my trauma and try not to live in it and shift it for myself, then my kids don't have to live in trauma. Everything that you do will be passed down to your seed.
What is it? The sins of the father?
You said
Sins of the father.
They you like an example. It's like setting an example. They see what you do, even though you may not think that your kids are looking at what you're doing, but they look at everything that you do, and they form those habits. I agree with what you're saying. It's like the thing is like the people it's so easy for people to dwell on the problems and dwell on negativity. The same energy that you dwell on negativity to knock yourself down, you can dwell on something positive. You have to look in the mirror and have a face yourself and have to come to reality. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to better yourself within mentally. Like mental health is very important. It's key. And even people from older generations, we always denied it. That's why we were some people be like, therapy's crazy. They talk down on it, but I think it's having those discussions instead of bottling your issues in. Sometimes you really got to let that out, because if you continue to hold it in, one day you're going to really explode in a negative way that's not going to benefit you at all. Your mental health is key. You gotta it's your mind is like a muscle too. You got to work on that. You got to build on that.
We just now really getting into that. We really just now getting into mental health of Black people.
Yeah, we really got to get in at that brainwashed mindset. Like, we've been brainwashed in a sense, subliminally, and not even known that. You really got to train your mind. That's why since I've been on here stressing, it's like you got to open your mind. You got to think things. You got to think outside the box. We've been duped and we've been manipulated to have this repetitive thinking, this negative mindset. Train your mind to stop thinking negative first.
Gotta
or
unlearn.
Dwelling on the problem so long.
You gotta learn to unlearn.
Yeah, you can't dwell or grieve on problems and negativity for too long. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, if your day is fucked up, tomorrow's a new day. Like, if something fucked up happened to you in the morning, that should not set the standard for your day. You're not gonna have a shitty day. You got another 20
You gotta learn to unlearn. You gotta learn to reset. You gotta learn to, brush it off, start over.
I learned the power of a tongue. So whatever you speak out of your mouth usually comes true. So you always got to watch what you say. And if you feel like that you having a bad day, you need to speak your mouth into existence to where
then Zell me $200, nigga. Check this out. Check this out. It came out my tongue. Zell me $200, my nigga.
$200. Boom. You heard me. I just said it. There you go.
I don't know if y'all saw this video or not.
Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Bam!
You just fucking. What the fuck did you do?
She mad. She mad. This is in
you
Minnesota.
Are fucking criminals!
Ice was coming out there
criminals!
doing whatever Ice do.
What the fuck?
The girls was talking crazy to the Ice man. Next thing you know, they told her to step out the car. She decides not to comply and step out the car. She decides to drive off, almost hitting the ICE agent, who pulls out his weapon and starts shooting in self-defense. Quotation mark, air quote. That's the killer right there. That's the killer right there. You gotta walk away. You gotta walk away. Hey, come get them. It's a wrap. Come get them. It's a wrap. I did my job.
Shame! Shame!
Look how he walked away. He walked away like, hey, I'm about to go to get some Burger King. shot her in the head, made her crash into the car. She ain't. This is a white woman. This ain't even an immigrant or nothing. This is a white woman in Minnesota with a Ellen-looking girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Yeah, that's her right there. That's her right there. Yeah. She laid out. So.
Man, that's fucked up, bro. I don't give a fuck.
That is crazy.
Come on, let's
talk about it. Let's talk about it, because I got something to say. Say what you got to say. I'll go last.
I get it. People be like, "Oh, she could have complied," right? But that's just the whole basis of the shit going on is wrong in the first fucking place. It's one thing to stop. It's one thing to pick up criminals, you know, if they're doing shit, you know, criminal activity, something like that. But to go out to maliciously set out to motherfucking neighborhoods, schools, daycares, elementary school, high schools, and shit to get people. No, but when the motherfuckers that put the orders in place, it's half of them motherfuckers is immigrants. Is y'all locking up y'all mamas, y'all aunties, y'all grandmas, y'all wives over here in them fake ass visas and shit that's expired? No. The whole basis of it is bullshit. Shouldn't she comply? Yeah. But as the Attorney General said in Minneapolis, nigga, she was going to drive away. Nigga, and you still shot her. Nigga, so you were wrong. You wasn't into fucking fear because you jumped in front of that fucking car like that. So it wasn't in fear. It's the point of the matter is to gun somebody down like that, you know what I mean? It's just atrocious as fuck. Period. Period. Nigga,
anybody,
period.
Who got seconds on that? Who want to go second? Y'all saw the video. Who want to go second?
Man, I think this is another thing of them intentionally starting some shit. They getting people riled up. They getting people pissed off. They trying to start some shit.
Martial law, all that shit. They trying to do all that shit.
You putting ICE, you putting military in different states. You talking about for protection. They gearing up for something fucked up to happen. They trying to start this shit. This whole like. They know they doing some fucked up shit. It's a big.
Because Trump know he not gonna get that 2028. He know the motherfucking seats is gone come that midterm election in fucking November. And if you do martial motherfucking law, you suspend all the goddamn rules in the goddamn country. Ain't gonna be nothing going on. You know what the fuck?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I mean we all know if we see the military or the ICE, you know they ain't gonna play fair. They don't give a fuck. They probably worse than the police. So if you see them coming,
so this what I honestly think, bro. They all this stuff, these tariffs, this inflation, the taxes, all this shit is intentionally stressing the spikes the piss the public off, the middle class off. It's warfare. And this like my bigger picture is like. The government, the powers that be know that if the people come together, they know that if the people was to come together and put all that other bullshit, racial shit, the immigration shit, they put all that shit aside and band together and go against this government, they'll be overpowered. So that what they doing is they setting it up to protect themselves for the shit that they doing because they got a feeling that people getting tired of this shit. You can't get on the fucking TV talking about grocery prices down and shit's up. You can't talk about that. You trying to protect people and calling them villains, and these kids ain't doing nothing but trying to come to a better country to get a better education. They ain't done nothing wrong. They ain't bringing no drugs up in
wrong. They didn't come here. They didn't come here properly.
Right. That's one thing. That's the thing. That's all I'm saying about that though. Y'all didn't come legally though. I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to be mean, but if y'all listen, if I go to another country, we go on a visa, right? A tourist visa for 60 days. Day 61, nigga, you are illegal in their country. So you motherfuckers don't need to come over here and sit over here for 2 years on a fucking broken visa, bitch, eating up our shit and shit. No, I'm sorry, because we can't do it in their country. So
it's illegal. It is illegal, but let's not forget, this is a white woman in Minnesota that got shot. She's not.
I know. I'm saying.
But
so,
again,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But again, we all know that if ICE or the military, any that type of law enforcement come and trying to take you, they is going to go with force, point blank, period. And if anybody is involved or threatened that type of manner, that's why she got what she got. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, but again, you know they're not coming to play.
I get that, but what about humanistic though, nigga? She was leaving the scene, bitch. Let her go. You got her license plate number. You had to shoot the bitch. I'm just saying, you got her license plate number, nigga. Come back and get her. Nice. Get her a ticket.
Let me get Key.
I mean,
Key.
it's fleeing.
Chaz, you still alive? Oh, Chaz is back. Go ahead, Chaz. I'm sorry.
No, I've been listening the whole time. And I'm not saying it's right either, but you're fleeing. Like the same thing happened. I can't remember his name, but I watched the whole thing live. It happened right over on Michigan Road. Dude was fleeing. He wouldn't stop. The police was right behind him. They shot him in the back and killed him. Like you cannot flee from the police, girl. Well, I mean, you can try, but what happened is going to happen.
I ain't the police though.
And I do think it was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong.
But the Attorney General in Minneapolis said that they were going to be wrong because when you're fleeing, and see, people got to understand the constitutions in each state, okay? That's what people don't understand. Every state has its own constitution and its own, own anything, right? So in Minneapolis, what she was doing with fleeing was legal. In that state of Minneapolis was legal. So that's what I'm saying is like she should. I mean,
is self-defense legal in Minneapolis? Is self-defense illegal in Minneapolis? Because this is my stance on it. He didn't move in the way. He was in front of the car. She decided to put it in reverse, and when she drove off, he stepped to the side. He didn't have to shoot. When he stepped to the side, he was out the way. But he stepped to the side. He pulled his weapon and shot, and they're saying it's self-defense.
But let me say this. Well, I would say first off, she didn't have a weapon to, like, she wasn't shooting at him or trying to stab him or anything.
The vehicle is a weapon. But
like, yeah, man, I don't know. I can't really say it's not a weapon. But let me say this: those law enforcement, if it's agent, if it's ICE agents, if it's police, if it's the National Guard, those people are being trained and go through psychological exams to diffuse or de-escalate a situation without the use of lethal force.
Amen.
So there's different ways, but we all know ways. Instead of shooting her, you could have shot the tires out.
Right.
You could have shot the engine. You could have shot the engine
all is
out.
right. Y'all right. Trust me. Y'all right. We know that it was wrong.
But it should be accountability. That's what I'm trying to say.
We know better.
But there ain't gonna be no accountability. We know that. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm gonna say about black folks though. So black people, when the white bitch got shot, so y'all niggas know y'all good to go now, bitch. If they let an Anglo-Saxon blonde hair, blue-eyed bitch get blasted on the goddamn news, bitch, niggas, your free game, bitch. You better get you some motherfucking boom, 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 cause they coming for your ass. If they let a white bitch get killed, nigga, and ain't nobody tearing this motherfucker down, ain't burning this motherfucker down, niggas, we free game. I hope you know how to shoot, bitch, cause it's over. And period.
Kiana, what's on your mind, girl? What's on your mind?
First, I want to say, my dad used to always teach me. He was a boxer, so he would teach me you have to outthink your opponent. ICE was brought in for a reason, and it wasn't to play.
Nope.
Nor was it to comply on their end. If you pay attention to what you would call the police department, and I speak against it all the time. Police department, all these higher ups that feel like they have to have control, it only comes one way. It never comes through wisdom. It always comes through force.
Amen.
And so now we have an issue. Just like the young lady said here, she said, if it happened that way, what do we think we're going to do? Or who's next? The only thing about us is we don't wisen up.
Nope.
We have no tanks. We have no underground, nothing.
High five, Ms. Q.
And the thing is this, we will battle between the black man and the black woman instead of coming together and figure out how we're going to win this thing. Because I will tell you this, I will say this, and this is no disrespect to any other race. We are the ones.
We is.
So
say it one more time.
We are the ones, and we can help you because we know the power of struggle.
Amen.
Like no other.
And I heard
like no other. And we will not, and I'm gonna tell you this, we will not stop until we do win. Our problem is, which every race knows about us, is we do not unify.
Yep.
We never come together.
If we do, it's gonna be hell to pay the fucking piper.
And if we wisen up and do that, the world can end then.
Cause look, you know how, and you know that's true. picking back up what she's saying, because the way they did them Black Panthers and tore their ass went from a community group with WIC and all that to a fucking national black terrorist group, but the KKK not on that motherfucker yet at all. That let you know that presence of us black unity together in that time was so fucking fearing to their ass, they didn't know what to do.
And they know that.
Yeah.
That's why they keep
Lyndon B. Johnson said the biggest threat was the black people. Lyndon B. Johnson said the black people.
That's why they will try to keep you in bondage. That's why they will try to keep the black man against the black woman. Listen, we have to wisen up. It's very simple, but it's an easy fix. And it takes nothing but everybody doing what you're supposed to do. And that's just it. We don't even have to go war to war against nobody. All we have to do is unify. We don't have to talk. We don't have to say nothing, but we don't wisen up. We rather go against each other. And it's always been wrong. And until we figure out how to come together, just bank on it that this world will continue the way it is. But again, it's spiritual warfare too. So you'd have to wisen up in two ways.
Amen.
So how can we do that though? What's the solution? How can we form together? How can we say, hey, me and you need to be together? We need to do this together for our people. They're gonna be like,
the pride aside.
My people, I only care about my family. What are you gonna say to that?
Set your pride aside. Start coming together.
That pride is big. Pride is big. We need to have humility too. Humility. And put that pride to the side and have a bigger picture. That's the thing. The bigger picture, though, is freedom, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness without the impression and somebody put on our neck. That's what it is to me.
Pride is really bad in our community.
Yeah, big
but so is change, and change is inevitable. As you live this life, you will have to change and evolve every day, and it takes work. It's not something that you talk about. It's something that you do. So we have to in order to come together, you'd have to have people like Martin Luther King. You would have to have, and then people would have to listen. You would have to have people like Malcolm X. They were two different people. They believed in two different things, but it took the two of them to come together. Had they came together, it would have been a done deal back then. But it was so much against the two of them because they were both powerful.
They couldn't have them both together because that would have been a sonic boom.
Now they would have eventually moved the right way, but they had so much against them that the power piece was on the outside, pulling them against each other, saying which one believed in something different from the other. So
Martin Luther felt bad too after the fact. You know?
Yeah, he did. He did.
He said, "I brought him into a burning bush." He said, to a burning building, a burning bush. Like, I led him to this shit, told him it was this, but really it was this. And you know what I mean? And then everybody tried to say Malcolm was wrong because he was straight cutthroat. Like, nah, he was straight with no chaser. He told us what he was. When the crows go to roost, God damn it, he just said everything. And we like, oh my God. But now but
you have to look at the wise pieces of it. Martin Luther King was needed. They were both needed just as much for each season.
Yes, ma'am.
Each season they were needed for different things. Martin Luther King was needed for his season. Malcolm was needed for his season. And together it could have been just the way it needed to be, but they had all these outsiders trying to even break that apart. Or break. It was just so much going on then, and the same thing that was going on then is going on now.
They had Martin in their pocket though. They had Martin in their pocket a little bit too. They didn't have Malcolm in their pocket. They had Martin in their pocket because Martin name wasn't even Martin. Martin name wasn't even Martin. He didn't change his name to the white man. Martin. Yeah. What he say. You know what I mean?
Use it for what you need to use it for. Outthink your opponent.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Love it.
That's real, man. I appreciate y'all. I mean, that was more than I expected, really, on that topic. Because to me, like I said, I feel like you said, Ski, when it happens to us, because when it happened, all you heard was, "Oh, they shot an unarmed woman. She was unarmed. She was unarmed." I'm like, yo, how many niggas they done shot that was unarmed? It's like, yo, just because you, like that Cal said, they could have shot the tires out. They could have did a lot of different options. But that nigga was. The part that I didn't show in that video is before that happened, her girlfriend or whatever, I'm assuming it was her girlfriend that's on the passenger side. Again, she looked like Ellen. I mean, you know how a lot of them lesbians got that costume, the Ellen costume. She had the Ellen costume on. She was talking mad shit to the ICE. Y'all just out here because y'all can't get y'all dick sucked by your wives and go home, just talking cash shit. So there was some animosity built up before that happened. So when she decided to drive off and came close to hitting, like I said, he could have moved out the way and then she could have drove off and kept going. But there was animosity built up. And the fact that she tried to drive off was just an excuse for him to let loose on that bitch. And so as sad as it may sound, like Kiana said, they're not here to play. They're not here to play. They don't care if you white. They don't care if you. There's another video. I didn't post it, but there's another video. It was a Latino woman doing a DoorDashing some food to somebody's house. They followed her all the way to the house to where the lady actually let her in the house and wouldn't let the ICE officers in the house to come get this woman. She's crying. She's like, I don't know what to do. To where she's calling the police. Like, police, like, I can't do. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you outside. I'm sorry. I don't even want it. It looked like Anne Frank in 2026 is what it really looked like. These motherfuckers, six ICE agents outside this lady house who just DoorDashed, and a Latina woman happened to be delivering the DoorDash, followed her over there and started some hell. So I don't know, man. ICE is getting out of control, but I mean, like Kiana said, they're not here to play, man. So it goes back to that submission thing. I mean, granted, we don't really have to worry about that because I mean, I'm assuming everybody here got their papers. I don't know about you, Cal. You really light skinned. They might get on you.
Yeah, I'm not from this planet, man.
They might get on you, but nah, man. That's pretty much all. That's all the topics I have for the night. If anybody else want to close it out, if you want to give any shout outs, give a shout out to your lover, your kids, your cousin, whoever. Go ahead, do it before we close this joint out.
Well, I want to say shout out to Miss Q. I think that's your name, Q.
Yeah.
Miss Q for coming on, giving us her good wisdom. Have to catch you on here a little often. And shout out to Chaz, the old school player who made it to the show today. Happy to have her back, nigga. It was like old times, and Cal's always good. EK, you know what I mean? I missed y'all. This is my first show of the 2026, right? So I'm happy to be back. Chaz got to come back. Miss Q come back. Cal, it's always a good time.
I mean, you know what? I like to give a shout out to all of y'all. I mean, y'all are very quality people, like open-minded. I think that we was able to listen to each other and give our side of the story. I think that like there's much respect for all of y'all for being able to create this dialogue and have these discussions. And thank you for bringing me on, man. I love it, bro. Thank y'all. I especially like to the black women on here. We need y'all to be more vocal.
Mm-hmm. Especially shout out leaders of the households now.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Now that we got her on here, let's ask her before we leave. Then let's ask her.
She was going crazy in the comments. Go ahead, Key.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
What's the question?
Are the women in a relationship? Who's the head of the house? Who's running the household? The women or the man? I don't want to talk about race. Black, white, Latino, Asian. Who's running the household?
I'm not going race because this should be everything for everybody. The man should run the home. But I will say this. A woman has a certain caliber about her. Good luck.
Thank you. That's real shit right there. That was a real spiel.
Listen,
that was
they don't
real.
want to admit it,
because I'm that bitch with that caliber, motherfucker. And
I know better. I know better.
It doesn't. What I'm saying,
she's always going to allow you to be the man that you need to be. Always going to run that household. That's
a woman with a good caliber and a pure heart will run more than just her household.
Exactly.
But a woman with a pure heart and great caliber, how she moves, how she has a certain aura about her. When she walks into a room, the atmosphere shifts. That type of woman, she wants to be led.
Don't I do. Text for me again, sis, because they try to be on here like I'm just such a stubborn motherfucker, but I want to be led. Say that again, sis.
Hold on.
Some of us are out of that. Hold on, wait. Some of us are out of that mark, and we're at the stage where we want to be led. But I will tell you this: you have to fit the bill.
Amen.
You can't say you a leader and your actions don't show it. You cannot say you can't lead me and I can't trust you to have self-control. See, there you go.
Listen, I ain't got no problem with what you said. No problem. But at the same time, what usually the problem be is that when y'all don't get y'all way, as soon as you don't like it, as soon as he mess up, it's always reverting back to the past. Oh, he's doing the same thing.
That you're not dealing with a woman. That's a childlike.
That's a
mentality.
little girl.
I know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you're right. You're totally right. But what I'm just making an example.
Okay, so I have a question then. If I can ask, can I ask you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so what I want to say is, for the man, I know that we talk about submission a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, and I understand that some women will never be submissive because that's just not in. But you got to go back to the root of why she doesn't want to be. It could be that she's been, and this is just real talk conversation, if you'll allow me.
Please.
Absolutely.
It could be that she's been raped. It could be that she's had some dear trauma that she don't speak of. So you always got to get to the root of why a woman won't be submissive. But a man that pays attention and has emotional intelligence.
I just said that shit.
And will listen and will understand, she'll change for him.
Hey man, I just said that shit.
She'll change for him.
No, she
It
did.
may take her. It may take her some time because she's in a foreign realm she knows nothing about.
That's me.
It may take her some time, but as she sees it and she becomes receptive to it, she'll change.
Chaz, jump on that. What you jump on that with her?
I mean, I kind of said the same thing earlier. You know, if
all three of y'all are saying the
like
same
she
thing.
said, if he's listening and paying attention, I said the same thing. If he's pouring into her, he's leading properly, he's treating her right, that submission is going to be natural, and she will change for him.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm on. Listen, I'm definitely taking notes because I'm on.
To a certain extent, let's.
Do you agree with that? Do y'all agree with that, fellas? What they saying? Y'all agree with that?
Yes, to a certain extent, yes, because I really truly believe that women's love is not conditional. It's only conditional in certain areas, but I think men love is conditional because their main focus is
unconditional.
I ain't speaking on all women, but
he said it right
out here because tradition is dead now. So when it comes to actually making emotional connection with a man, as soon as a man tried to be emotionally connected, y'all call that sensitive or soft, right?
No,
absolutely not. Some women
Them is lame bitches who say that shit. Not no woman.
Okay, well tell me. You said lame.
But it's the same thing for men. When a man finally comes across a woman who's doing all those things that we said that a man should be doing for the woman, but she's also reciprocating and doing those things for him, he's gonna start doing things that he's never done for a woman, and he'll trust her more, and she has then created a space for him to allow him to be vulnerable and to share his feelings, and you're gonna have a relationship out of this world. It's not always going to be perfect.
Eating your ass?
No,
is that what you're talking
about?
No,
we're talking about
he's doing things he's never done for women. Go elaborate on that, please.
Meaning, like, some man has never like planned a real date or planned a real trip or planned like a Valentine's Day or planned
even contemplated marriage or being in a committed relationship.
Yeah, like some men haven't thought about having
flowers.
Yeah, man, Sheminsky is we're in a good space. So let me go set us up a high yield savings account for our future, or you know what I mean. Some men have not been feeling like that until they meet that right woman to make them feel safe and secure, understood, and all that shit, so he can move in a different space.
I think that man would propose to that woman. I don't even think that man would play with it. If that man found that woman like that, I think that man would propose to that woman.
He would.
And niggas have found better than that and still don't do right.
It depends. It depends. And let me tell you why it depends. Because some men, I feel sorry for men and women that are really I don't want to say, I want to be careful with my wording because I don't like to offend nobody. So for the men, this is why I'm gonna say I feel sorry for you all. I think you all carry a lot of baggage. And I don't think for the most part in your life that you come across the right woman. And it only takes one. And that's the right one. And y'all carry so much baggage because y'all sit in atmospheres where you want to be heard, but don't nobody pay attention.
I can agree with that.
You sit in atmospheres where you want to vent, but you don't know that you can. You sit in atmospheres where, and this is just true. I've watched it so much down my timeline, and my podcast is created to better men and women so that we can actually be a family.
Shout out to the podcast. What's the podcast?
It's called Q's Corner. But you can never be a family if you hold in trauma.
Yeah.
Because you can't let go of the pieces that are broken in you.
Yeah.
And so and it's harder for a man because so many times y'all are not heard. And when you are not heard, you don't hear. That's why the woman's voice is not keen to your thought because you're not heard.
I can agree with that.
You're saying we don't pick, because like she said this earlier. She was like, we don't value anything a woman has to say. So you know what I mean, why would we submit to somebody that doesn't value what we have to say? You know what I mean? We look at you like a second, almost like a second human being, almost like it's how some men view women. And so what you just said says a lot on that.
You don't know how to.
Right.
It's the same thing with a relationship. Some of us think we done been in love and you ain't never experienced it.
Yeah.
When you experience real love, you will submit. When you experience real love, it will be unconditional for the man and the woman.
Well,
because you have to come out of self for it to even be love. You have to come out of you.
You got to come out your shell. You gotta like for a moment. You gotta let your guard down. You gotta be vulnerable to the right person. And I think that like, and where like I believe like both sides, men and women. And I think like the influences from the outside world has an impact, and that's why people are so guarded. They put up these walls, they put up these shields because they seen things happen to other people, and they scared for that to happen to them.
Yeah.
And so like that's where a lot of people can fuck up a good thing by being too guarded and like not, you know what I'm saying, recognizing when you have a good thing that's in front of you. We pass it up being manipulated by what the friends say, what the social media say, and what they see from other people's experiences.
They can have a good thing and lose it.
Yeah.
Because you're seeking validation in other people. And you cannot do that. Ain't nobody living with nobody but you and them. So how can the outside validate our relationship? You better be careful with it because you'll lose people for that very reason. And love has a look. So does hate. Now, which one you gonna get?
Don't.
Very simple. You control. Really, what you have to tell yourself is, and I tell people this all the time: you control more than you think, and you don't have to control it by your mouthpiece because that'll never mean nothing.
Yeah,
that's inexpensive.
You can't allow people that hasn't been in your position to give you advice about something. Like if somebody that's been single their whole life shouldn't be giving relationship advice. I think that's a big problem too.
Say that again.
People are like, if a person never had it, like if you got a good thing right in front of you and you have a good situation and another person never had been in that situation, never had it that good, you shouldn't take advice from that person. You shouldn't allow that person to manipulate you because some people on the outside looking in could be jealous and may want to mess up what you have because they don't have it themselves.
Right.
You know, it's like you're not gonna take medical advice from a cashier or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like we gotta stop listening to outside influences that's steering us in the wrong way. Appreciate something that's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if your homies laughing at you because you buying a bouquet of flowers.
I mean, I agree with that in a certain extent, but I hate when people say like that about women, like anybody who's like single, because just because I'm single doesn't mean I haven't been in something healthy. It's just I'm single right now in this season, so I do have experience to speak on it. Now, I think people should take conversation with a grain of salt, being if they been in that position for a while. But I think people misconstrue when people are single and have had some good things and they let them go or whatever happened. You still have gained experience from it, and you should be able to speak on that. But the person receiving it should be able to take it with a grain of salt and not take it all as face value. Take what you hear, what resonate, and let the rest of that shit go. But I don't think because somebody's not in a relationship, they don't have the right to give advice. Now, like I said, take it with a grain of salt, right? But they have once been happy. They have once been in something healthy, but they're now single. If they were in it and they were mature about it, they would take the good and the bad and apply it, then give advice. But I would take it with a grain of salt with somebody who is not currently in a relationship, but I still wouldn't just disqualify it because they can't understand or resonate or give me any type of viable advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a piggyback off of that really quick, and I'm gonna say a lot of people say that a lot of times. They look at if you're married, if you're single, can you really give advice? And we do that wrong all the time. And let me tell you why, because it's all in your mindset. Have you changed? Have you learned from your relationships? And what you do when you have people that are giving advice, you take what you need and throw the rest away. And that's exactly what you do. You take what you need and you throw the rest away. But we do say that a lot to what Miss Lady said, and what we'll say, well, if she's single, I don't want to take no advice from her. Okay, well, I tell you what, there's married people that are married that you probably shouldn't take advice from. True. So it goes. It's not about.
Shout out to Steve Harvey.
It's not about the title. It's about your mentality and your character and integrity and your learning experience. Have you learned from life? Have you learned from relationships? And then you teach people how to do what, and be honest with them, because it's always reality first. Reality and truth first, and then other things. Go ahead.
I think what rephrasing what I probably would have said would have been better is not to, like taking advice from somebody who's broken, who's not healed.
I'll never do that.
Yeah, that's a negative. I don't give a fuck who's saying it. Mama, cousin, grandma. No, grandma.
And I feel like people more so say that in negative situations when you're at odds with your partner or there's a disagreement. Why would you take advice? Because the advice is more so going to be negative and geared from that broken person or that broken place, and it's not going to be good advice on how to deal with the adversity between you and your partner.
When you're still in your emotions and you're giving advice, you should never. As soon as you start dealing with your emotions, you can hang it up, because you'll never do anything right based on if you're basing your situation on your emotions. It will kill you every time. When we're in our emotions, we are never good.
There's a line from one of my favorite rappers, Styles P, where he says, I don't remember what it is quote for quote right now. I just drank the whole bottle of tequila, but he basically saying making a decision, you got to cool the fan. Something about cooling the fan off. Don't make a decision while you hot. Basically, you making a bad decision if you're making a decision while you mad. So cool off, hit that fan, and then come back to that decision, because you're gonna make a bad decision while you mad.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, great talk on that. Anybody else want to add anything on to that before we get on out of here? It's almost, I don't know what y'all got on going on, but it's 12 o'clock.
It's 12:16 to be exact.
Early morning ahead of me.
Where you from, Kiana? Where you from?
I'm actually from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
So Cal the only out of towner in here, but this nigga here technically an out of towner, technically.
Yeah, EK is too, but we'll let you slide, EK.
Let you slide. You out of town and a half.
I lived here too long now, man. It's too late.
We coming up there in March, Kansas City. We coming up there in March for that thing, so We gonna be meeting up real soon, man.
Yeah,
but
we'll
I
be up
appreciate
there,
you jumping on with us,
Pretty sure
Kiana.
it's a good time, Cal.
Yeah, we want to get on your show. When is your show? Give us some details.
Yeah, give you a shout. Give us some love on your show. Tell us what's up with your show.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just give you my my Facebook is Kiana Q Wolf. You can just look me up. All I do is I'm on a whole lot of other things. So all I do is I put out posts, just encouraging posts. I don't do anything negative, just encouraging posts to just give you a little bit of encouragement every week. So I do that every week, sometimes every day. And so once you pull up my Facebook, you'll see that. Perfect. You'll be able to go on my page and get it.
And say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Say it one more time. You said it was Q's Corner. That's what the name
it's called Q's Corner, but you can pull it up through my Facebook. So you'll have to look up Kiana-Q Wolf, and then you can pull up all of what I give out every day.
Okay.
Yeah, I send it to you. I'm already locked in with Kiana, so now
okay. Send it to the group.
Cal,
just if you need some encouraging kind of I just try to do encouraging things. I think people need it. Yeah. I think people need that more than anything. Yeah.
Good. Always, man. You need people like that in your corner. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm the side chick, not the side chick like that, but we're gonna say side chick encourager.
All right.
Come and get your side encouragement.
I'm with you. I'm with it. But no, I really, really appreciate you jumping on with us. I thank you.
Absolutely. It was nice meeting you all.
Definitely. Anytime I'm gonna say we in touch now. So anytime you want to lock in, I'm with you. I'm supporting you. But always, Cal, you already know I'm supporting you. Ches, I thank you for jumping back with us. I missed you. Eric, you ugly.
Yes, I am.
Ski, I love you.
I love you too.
Anything else anybody want to give? We just giving a shout out, man.
No, I just want to say God bless, and I hope everybody have a good rest of their week, and I hope that we stay covered, and I hope we just keep our mind stay on the right things, and that we keep ourselves covered, and we help somebody we can, pull them up, dot their I, cross their T.
Hoodies and t-shirts coming soon. Show them what you got, AK. What you got on? Show them your hoodie real quick. We got the hoodies. We're gonna get these up. I'm gonna send them to everybody. Y'all's is free. Y'all know y'all getting y'all's free. But we getting these t-shirts, these hoodies. We're trying to get some lighters. We're trying to get some pins. We're trying to get this promo shit going. So
tumblers.
Look for that shit coming soon, and y'all got it. Hey, Devin, quick in the comments. Eat a dick. Let you know podcast. Follow. Subscribe. We out this joint.
All right, y'all.
Y'all. He must have loved the show because he stayed comment the whole motherfucking time.
Crazy.
Shit.